I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, put your sweats on me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying you a bad bitch, put your hands up high, hands up high, hands up high. Till I feel the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy. There's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga that ain't good game, homie, sorry. They say conversation rule a nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it.
Yo, welcome to the SC Experience, aka your boy Eric, man. We back, and it's free agency. How much we love free agency, huh? You get to see some players come and go, some players return, some players leave, some blockbuster trades sometimes. Everything is on the table as of today. Technically the first day, tampering period. A lot of people already signed. As you can see from the bottom of the screen right here, I have every latest transaction, the most latest transaction, and I'll be updating it if anything else happens. But as you can see right here on the bottom of your screen, all the players that have gone to a certain place so far. You see Jesse Bates there, Jamal Dean, different people. For the Raiders especially, we get most likely our starting quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo. Um, Besides that, just got Brandon Faison, which yippee ki and then Epps from the Eagles, which I'm not ecstatic, But I am cool with Epps because not only was he a key part of the Eagles defense, but the guy played the most snaps in that Eagles defense last year, and they were very successful. Now we got to execute even more. For me, I have a little bit of a different perspective when it comes to the players that we got. Um, I think Epps does fit our system. I think he's well with us. Like I said, he played over 1,000 snaps for the Eagles last season, and as you can see, they made it all the way to Super Bowl. Their defense was top 10, top five, I believe. So overall, a 2 year, 12 million, 8 million guaranteed for Epps. Not only that, we bring back Brandon Faison as a depth piece. So right now they're doing some depth. You can see they're doing depth, but for me, I feel like the more we do this, the more we're gonna miss out on the bigger names. And I know people say sometimes you don't need the bigger names, but sometimes you truly do. Last year, we made the same mistake of getting players that were decent, that were all right under significant teams with talent, and then they come over here and they don't work good. For me, I want superstars, and some may say you don't need superstars across the way, but in reality, when you got a team like the Raiders right now with somebody bringing in like Jimmy Garoppolo, you need some high end talent on that defensive side of the ball. But we'll talk about it more throughout the live. You feel me? Let me see who's in here. Adams is upset. No, he's actually not. I know there was a lot of speculation with his Instagram story. He came out on Twitter publicly, which I could actually read it to you real quick, or if you guys want, I could show it on the screen. Let me actually show it on the screen. Let me show it on the screen real quick. Let me see. Let me see. He actually came out and said something. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Share my screen. What the fuck? Yo, what the did they oh no, no they didn't. All right. This is what Devontae Adams had to say about every the speculation and just overall everything. He said, don't make too much of it. Phone dry. Then here comes everybody trying to get the inside scoop. Shit is annoying. That's it, Jimmy. Let's get it. Um, Pretty much saying that maybe some reporters are finally hitting him up, maybe some people, some ex-teammates, maybe people around the NFL, they hit him up only when they want something. And that's just in life, right? I would never surround myself around people that just want just never talk to me, and then the moment they need something, they text me out of nowhere. You feel me? And I think that's how what Adams is implying. As you can see, Jimmy, let's get it. He's cool with it. As we know, Devontae Adams did have a say in the quarterback position. And I have my own thoughts on Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm very 50-50 with Jimmy Garoppolo. Shout out to Jaw Raider. What's good, Jaw Raider? Good to see you. Yep, facts. That's what I just showed. Shout out to Wayne Kerr. Shout out to Alex Martin in the building. Raider Ben, what's good? Good to see you guys, man. Hope all as well. Shout out to Ray Love in the building. Shout out to the Nation Nightmare. Salute to everybody, man. If you guys can't hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. Shout out to All Eyes on G in the building. What's good? Spelled there wrong. I spelled there wrong. Did I spell there wrong? Uh, refresh it. Refresh your YouTube because I did change the THERE to THEIR. Shout out to Bourbon in the building, Bourbon Country Raider in the building. Shout out to Digital Press in the building. I got news like hotcakes. Shout out to Bugsy Raider. What's good? Shout out to Key in the building. Key is in the motherfucking building. Eric, have fun with Epps. Hey, he's a solid talent, man. I'm not gonna say he's a superstar, but I am gonna say he does come from a team that has Super Bowl experience, playoff experience. Not only that, played the most snaps, so he's also healthy and a starter. Um, will he be a starter on the Raiders? Who knows? It's a competition at that safety position right now, and who knows if we're bringing Poyer or somebody else, right? Shout out to George C in the building. What's good, George C? Shout out to Thomas Hernandez also in the building. Poyer's interested going to the Raiders. Some for the Raiders they want Poyer. I mean, we gotta boost up that defensive line, man. We need that defensive tackle. One of the most important positions of Patrick Graham's defense is that middle of the field, whether it's the inside linebackers or the defensive tackles, and we have not made a splash yet in neither of those positions. But it's only day one, of course, right? The only thing that worries me is that we do the same thing as last year, where we wait, we keep getting depth, and then we miss out on all the superstars. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, Tremaine Edmonds gone, Jesse Bates gone, just like that in the quick of a finger, right? And Jamal Dean gone, Ben Powers gone. All these guys that have talent are leaving the goddamn board, and of course you can't officially sign till Wednesday, but it's very Last year, if you guys remember, it was like one out of like 20 players that would not go through with the 15 with the Wednesday deadline, right? Um, Last year was Zadarius Smith with the Packers. He left, ended up not signing with a significant team, then went back to the Packers, but then had to go with another team. He kept going back and forth. And then you had like the Ndamukong Suhs that waited all that time. So it all depends, right? Shout out to Raider Bob in the bit. What up, everyone? We got to understand that the free agency and the player chooses where they want to go. The days of overpaying. Shout out to EJ Raider in the building as well. Good to see you guys. Damn, I see that dope as fuck, bro. Yeah, all the latest transfers are on the bottom of your screen, and it will be updated every time I get something new. Shout out to Coach Dante in the building. What's good, Coach? Shout out to Chronicles of Black Coast. Says we are so fucked. Shout out to Angel in the building. What's good, Angel? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Salute to you and salute to you, Navy Vet. Let me see this super chat before I keep catching up. Shout out to Omar Juarez for the 4.99 super chat. By signing Jimmy, Raiders can now focus on something they haven't done in 20 years, building a defense. Viva Las Jimmy. Um, I 100% agree with you. They only owe him 11.5 million this year. The way the contract with incentives. So it does allow us to really build that defense. I just hope that they end up making some splashes, which I think they can fulfill. And I think some of those draft picks that we got are going to be utilized in a trade soon. I really think something's brewing. I don't think we're gonna pick all 11 picks at all. I don't think we're gonna use all 11 picks if you're telling me. I think some of them are gonna go towards the trade. Shout out to Port. What's good, Port? Good to see you. You spelled it wrong at first. I'm just teasing. Oh, for sure, for sure. It's good now. Um, Shout out to Jaw Raider in the building. Alfredo, what's good? Cool Kev in the building as well. Egalitarian is also in the building. Salute to everybody. And shout out to Omar for that 4.99 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. People speculate to start drama. That's all it is. It's clicks. It's clicks before knowing everything, right? Crazy day, huh? If Jimmy G stays healthy, then I could deal with this. Salute to you and the Raider Nation. That's the most important question. Can he stay healthy? Um, who will be the big name signing for the Raiders this offseason? Jimmy G ain't it. He's a bridge player. Ooh, okay, interesting. Um, if I were a betting person, I would say Jordan Poyer is one of those guys that would be on my list of getting a big signing, but I really need that middle of the field solidified. Um, Maybe a Devin Bush, maybe a Devontae. Actually, nah. I think I think I think I'm cool with. I think re-signing Denzel Perryman. I don't know how you guys feel about Denzel Perryman. For me, I think I would sign him back. I'm not sure. Um, the question is, will he stay healthy? But besides that, I do think that middle of the field for the defense really needs to be solidified. And right now, we hardly have good corners. If you were to ask me, Nate Hobbs needs to go back to the slot. Meek Robertson's a good backup for Nate Hobbs. I think he also could be utilized in many ways. I mean, Meek did show out and prove me wrong in certain ways, but that's just 1 year. I want to see what he could do on a consistent basis. Besides that, there's also the Tyler Hall. There's also we still haven't re-signed Rock Sin. And we just got Brandon Face on, right? So who knows what we're gonna do in that position as well. Shout out to Arkham Raider Willie Wayne in the building. What's good? Good to see you guys. Hope all is well. Broncos spent 139.5 million on their online so far this free agency. Yeah, they're going crazy over there. They're really trying to give Russell Wilson something, bro. McDaniels is hyped to grab Jimmy G. Yeah, of course. That's his guy, man. That's his guy. We're gonna be all right with Jimmy G. Hopefully, we could have got Bates and we got Epps. I know, but I believe Bates got a big ass deal. Um, I'll see it on the bottom of the screen right now once it pops up. Right. Um, it had to take a while, but I'm getting used to this idea of Jimmy G. It's really just injuries that bother me. Yeah. Linebackers, we need to go for O'Craig and Pratt. I mean, I like Pratt. I like Pratt a lot. He's in no rush to come back, I'm sure. Hopefully, DP heals well from his surgery. That's a fact. Shout out to Terrence in the building. What's good, Terrence? I got them much like a mug grabbing on some Captain Crunch. Run them likes. You already know, man. Run them likes. Hit them like buttons. Um, so as you can see, so far the Raiders have gotten Jimmy Garoppolo on a 3-year deal. Not only that, and as you can see there, look at Jesse Bates. He is the fourth highest paid safety in NFL history. So I didn't think they wanted to pick him up, right? That's a big deal. Jawan Taylor, one of the guys that I had on my board for the offensive tackle, got a 4-year, 80 million. I mean, they paid him. They used that Orlando Brown money. Raiders are giving, and then Jimmy Garoppolo, you see right there, a 3 year, $67.5 million deal with 34 million guaranteed, including that this year he only earns 11.5. We also signed Marcus Epps that I talked about. With the Raiders is a 2 year, 12 million, 8 million guaranteed for his contract. And the Raiders have come to terms with DB Brandon Faison. We get Faison back. Everybody knows him from the Gus Bradley 1 year rental type deal. But I sent the link to a couple people out there, man. Check your Instagrams. Um, and if you want the link, just let me know as well. Shout out to Raider Gabe in the building. Gabe, I sent you the link if you want to pop in, brother. But shout out to everybody that's in here, man. Hopefully I didn't skip anybody. Shout out to 1738 Sports. Oh, he got re-signed? Okay, got you. SBS Sports. God, we're so fucked. Come on, man. It's still day one. That's why I'm not really blowing it up, but hopefully they make a move later on today during this live or tomorrow. Devin Bush signed 2 year contract with Titans. If that true, hasn't gotten an alert yet. I haven't gotten an alert yet. Shout out to Demarcus Webb in the building. Good to see you guys. And if you guys can, like I said, hit that like button. Shout out to Daniel. We need a top 5 defense for Jimmy G to get us in the playoffs. That's a fact. At least a top 10, bro. I think we could do it with the top 10. He's got more weapons on this offense than he did at the Niners, but you know. Not Epps. We need Poyer, not Epps. I know, but Epps is a Raider now, you know. Shout out to Black Angry Day Angry Eyed Out. There we go. Angry Eyed Out. Or Angry Eyed Out. I'm gonna just call you out. um Watch Jimmy light it up for us. I hope so. That means we do good, right? Let me actually check my Miami Dolphins have agreed to terms with former Titans linebacker David Long Jr., which I like. David Long Jr., a 2 year, 11 million deal there. Let me actually update that. Let me update that on the bottom of the little ticker on the bottom. Let me see. Who fucking reported that? Am I dumb? I just seen it on my phone. Oh, here we go. Let me So the Dolphins are boosting up their defense, man. They're boosting up their defense. I'll tell you that much. That defense for Miami is looking good. I ain't go cap to you. Let me see. Put this, and then. Oh damn! I have to take out one. All right, let's see which one. Let's take out Patrick Peterson. Fuck it. Steelers got Patrick Peterson. It's okay. I'm gonna delete that because it's over 1,000 words. Here we go. Let me see. Eric struggles with rating. Black and grayed out for sure. Black and grayed out. I have faith in Jimmy G showing up than Eric doing lives. We need to sign Levante David, but I doubt it's gonna happen. Yeah, I doubt it too. I think they're gonna go for depth right now. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I think they're pulling the same shit as last year. Um, let me see. Can we can we get somebody that could stop Kelsey? I don't know, bro. Ask ask the management. That's a big question for them because I don't fucking know. I hope so. It's hard. It's hard to stop Kelsey because as much as I fucking hate that Travis Kelsey piece of shit, he literally is arguably one of the best tight ends in history, if not at number two, just because of his accolades. That motherfucker. Oh my god, I hate that. Shout out to Chick-fil-A, even though they don't sponsor me. Chick-fil-A, if you want, sponsor me, please. If you sponsor me, I will not cuss. We don't sign good players. I hope so. Fuck. We need to sign some good players. I'll tell you that much. We need to sign some motherfucking players. I'll tell you that much. Shout out to Chile in the building. What's good, Chile? Salute to everybody. Salute to everybody. Shout out to North Carolina Raider Jesse in the building as well. What's good? You got to go to church on Sundays for that sponsor. In the draft, we only need 2 players on offense, a quarterback in the late round, maybe Hendon Hooker or DTR. I like Hendon Hooker better, and an O-line. Hey, I'm all for it. But go defense the first few picks. Rest draft picks are defense. That's a terrible lie you just told. What do you mean, man? I'm telling you, bro. Chick-fil-A, sponsor me. You sponsor me, I will not cuss. And whichever girl was at the drive-through, I appreciate you. All right? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What free agent do you realistically see us getting next, Eric? Let me think. So, no, it wasn't Terrence. Trust me. Trust me. But we ain't gonna get into that topic. But trust me, it wasn't. Anyways, what free agent do you realistically see us getting next? Well, we got a safety, right? I still don't think they're done with the safety market. I do think they go after a defensive line next. I think a defensive line next. I don't know what type of. Hey, Terrence, I don't judge. This is a judge-free zone. That's what you like, Terrence, because you talk a lot about midgets and little people. I'm sorry, YouTube, however you call it, and now you're talking about that. I'm pretty sure that's your type. Hey, go ahead, playa. Get it how you live. Get it how you live. Get it how you live. That ain't how I roll, but hey, I support you. I support you. It's 2023. I support you. You could still draft Hooker or Tanner McKee from the Stanford. I like Tanner a lot. I think he's an underrated guy from Stanford. A lot. Um, um, that was weak, Eric. Weak, like your taste in women. Anyways, let me here. I got you. Do me a favor and send me a DM because I'll send it through DM because I can't find you. Anyways, yeah, he's tall as fuck. Um, but I want Hooker. I want Hooker. Pause. Well, not pause. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Eric wants free Polynesian. Yeah. I said this before, but if you guys didn't know, I barely found out they had Polynesian sauce like fucking 2 months ago. Like 3 months. Like I recently thought of fucking Polynesian sauce. I didn't even know they had that. I didn't even know what the fuck it was, to be honest. If I'm being honest. I don't know some Polynesian sauce. Like what the fuck? Polynesian sauce. Polynesian sauce. What the fuck? Bro, my first instinct of Polynesian sauce was what the fuck is a Polynesian sauce? Like I was like, what the fuck is this made of? Should we sign Calais Campbell? No. 100% no. He's old as hell. No. I don't want 38-year-olds, 37, 36-year-olds on this team. I want people that are in their 25s, 26, 27, 24, 23, 22, 21, 28, latest 30, even 31. I can't do a 36, 37-year-old defensive lineman. Mm-mm. No. We already have to deal with fucking Chandler Jones fucking overrated ass. No. You hear me? No. Once again, no to Calais Campbell. Let me see. Is there any other news? No, this David Long Jr. was the most recent one so far. What? I don't know what the fuck Polynesian sauce was recently, bro. And then, bro, she fucking put, bro, like, what kind of shit is this, bro? This made me like, what the fuck? Who says it? Like they wrote on it. You are amazing. The fuck? Hey, thank you, thank you. I know I'm amazing. I appreciate it. The shit I've never. That shit was. I've never had somebody write on the fucking cup. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate whoever the fuck was in the front, bro. Shout out to you. I should have got your number. I'm a dumbass for that, but I should have got your number. I ain't gonna cat. For sure, for sure. Let me know when you're ready. Whoever's backstage, I got you. Yep. Holy shit! I didn't realize he was that old. What the fuck? Who was? Oh yeah, Calais Campbell's 37, bro. Rogers to the Jets. That division is between Bills and Dolphins. Jets. Yes, fact. She lied to you, Eric. I go lie. I didn't even talk to her like that, bro. I just said, "How was your day?" That's all I said. How was your day? I ain't gonna lie. I sold the bag. I should have applied pressure. I didn't apply pressure, but I was too lazy. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I just wanted my food and get the fuck out of there, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I just wanted my food and I wanted to get the fuck out of there. I ain't gonna cap. That VC Eric shining through. You're good. You're good. Oh, he you're not good yet. LMAO, that VC Eric shining through. I don't know. She's probably not gonna come about. Good, good. You're good. I don't know if he's good. I can't tell. Yep, yep. All right. Well, let me bring up somebody backstage, man. You seen his show earlier. You feel me? He's starting to do more shows. Sometimes in the late night. Sometimes in the early morning. Tuesdays and Thursdays. He did one today because it was the first day of free agency, man. He likes to get dirty, and he likes to get low. You feel me? My bro here, man. Dirty motherfucking low.
What's up, brother?
What's good?
What's up, motherfucker? Man, it's like riding the bike. Like riding the bike backwards with no seat. All right, we're back.
Hey, I forgot to say this earlier, man. I like the setup, the new setup you got going on.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. You know, yeah, bro. It took me a minute to come up with it, bro. But it's like I bought the paint like fucking 6 months ago. I forgot who I told. I bought I bought like 6 months ago, and then I just started buying everything. This is the next thing, bro. Like I was gonna buy the whole Elgato setup and all this shit, man. But this camera works good. I mean, I'm not trying to do too much. I'm just trying to get to a point. But man, thank you. I appreciate that. So to everybody in the chat, fucking everybody from seeing Jod, Norcal, Terrence, Alfredo, fucking who else is Ozzy's in the building, Arkham, man. Arkham's a motherfucker on Call of Duty, bro. You gotta be fucking, man. You gotta start doing some Call of Duty shit, bro.
Hey,
Arkham,
bro, I be playing Call of Duty sometimes.
Yeah.
I be playing a lot of Warzone, bro. If anybody,
hey, bro, let's fuck around, bro. Like, look, we're trying to get a squad together, bro. Hey, we can start doing this shit, like, off times we're not doing anything, late night, whatever, bro. Let's just all start doing this shit, bro.
I'm down with it.
I know Arkham's starting his channel again, starting up his channel again too. So we got to go support him too, bro. So for sure.
Hell yeah. Shout out to ECG in the video. What's good? East Coast Gridiron. Good to see you, brother. Hope all is well. Shout out to everybody that's in here. It's weird not seeing Low in the dark with the blue light.
Yeah, bro. Fucking yeah, that guy fucking 412 was getting on my shit, but no. But when we were talking, after I did the show, what was it last night? The night before, everyone was saying I was too dark, and I was like, "Yeah, well, it's called the low lights, motherfucker. It's supposed to have low lights." You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my radio show, so like you see that shit on, and I want to start doing different shit. Like I have different angles and different setups and shit for it, but I'm just it's radio show, so fuck it, we're here. Anyways, move forward.
How you feel about Brandon Faison? That's the latest thing. Brandon Faison back.
Who the fuck is that? Talk to me like I'm a 2-year-old.
Brandon Faison, he was the corner for us when Gus Bradley came in. He was Gus Bradley guy. He was the backup.
I mean, for a depth piece. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But right now, at this point, a lot of players are like that are going to come in and try to get their next shot or whatever, whatnot. The XFL still going, so we're going to have players kind of trickling in from there. You know what I mean? Yeah, but as far as like, I heard you guys starting off with Calais Campbell, bro. I'm cool off Calais Campbell. I'm good.
Yeah, he's too old for me, bro.
Yeah, I'm good. That fool was too old at 30. No, because he just looked like an old ass cat. You know what I'm saying? He's a big guy. You know what I mean? But no, I'm cool off Calais Campbell. If we're gonna go all fresh blood, bro, I'd go all fresh.
Yeah.
I'm all in for that one.
There was a recent speaking of a linebacker, Bobby. The one that somebody said earlier, I believe somebody said in the chat earlier. It was a big splash for the Giants. Sources say they are agreeing to terms with Colts free agent linebacker Bobby Okorac, giving them a new face in the middle of their defense. If you guys don't know who Bobby is, he was somebody that was in the Raiders' radar a couple weeks ago. He had a very good coverage grade, really worked well with the Colts defense, and now he's going on. He's going on 4-year, $40 million deal, $22 million guaranteed over there. Let me actually update this.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that's crazy. Like overall, bro, what do you think is? I mean, it's hard to just judge, bro. But like, this question just popped up in my head, bro. Like, how are you feeling like overall, like right now, bro? Like, I'm still out on them. Like the whole fucking thing, everything that they're doing, bro. Like, I'm like, this is cool, but this is stupid. This is cool, but this is really stupid. You know what I mean? And so it's like the cons are like more there than anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then Mikey put some shit in the air. Shout out Mike, Michael Guerrero, bro. But that fool basically said some shit like, we haven't even got one snap yet. You know what I'm saying? We're not even finished. We're already like throwing it out. Like, yeah, bro, it's like a fucking initial reaction, bro. But
yeah,
I don't know. So overall, bro, what do you think about like overall where we're at right now? And I see
Right
better
before I
shit.
say that, let me bring up who's backstage right here, man. A great supporter of ours, man. Always in the chats, always supporting, man. No matter if he's showing up in the live or supporting us, no matter
What up,
what, man.
man?
Always putting in work into our channel alone, man. A real bro of mine, man. Day one from my channel. My brother here, man. The soldier, the auntie six soldier in the building. What's good, auntie?
What's
Oh,
up?
and,
Thanks
and the
for
king of
having me.
jerseys,
Yeah,
and the king of
oh,
jerseys. He's got a
Sir.
whole he's got a whole store in his closet. You got a whole
Yep.
store.
Good afternoon, sir.
What's good?
You guys, this is the new version. I'm gonna write me and Loon are gonna write the twins part two. You two guys are gonna be in it, bro.
Hey, that boy, auntie about to get a Jimmy Garoppolo jersey, man. That's the
Oh
next one
shit!
up.
I
Huh?
know he probably already got it. He probably already got it. I was like, man, who
He's
should we
already
get?
ordering it. Number 10.
Hell no.
He's a Raider, auntie. You got to do it, bro.
Can't do it, dog.
But I'm gonna be honest, bro. How I'm feeling right now, I'm laying
Yeah,
back a
overall.
little. You feel me? I'm laying back. It's day one. That's why I'm not really full blown going after this whole thing. I kind of expected it to go this way. I knew they
Right.
were gonna go quarterback first just to establish it.
Mhm.
I did think that Jimmy G was a big possibility because of he knowing the system, and that's what it is. I thought he would have been the last resort, if I'm being honest.
got-
Um, what?
No, go
Oh,
ahead, sir.
but overall, I think Jimmy G is good for if the plan that I'm thinking of is the plan, right? And this is the plan I'm thinking of. I'm thinking they got their quarterback right off the bat to secure that spot and be like, all right, Jimmy G knows the system. He could get it done with the team around him. Now let's get him for cheap. Let's only have him 11 and a half this year. More cap space for us. And let's go on and build this defense and build the team around him because he's got the offensive weapons already. Now we just got to build that O line and build that defense in certain positions. Now I
Yeah.
hope they execute that. If that's truly the plan they're going with, then I'm fine with it. And that will come in the next coming days, right? Later on today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll see what they do. But a lot of the big market names are getting out the way. I just hope that we could at least get one superstar. And yes, you don't need a lot of superstar on your team. That's
Right.
understandable. But at the same time, you cannot be getting away with this mid to good talent. You need at least some superstars in key positions of the Raiders, man, at the end of the day, because as long as you have that veteran, that superstar on key positions, you're going to look good. And every team that has gone to the Super Bowl has those positions, right? You look at the Eagles and the Chiefs, for instance, right? Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, a superstar. Travis Kelsey, a superstar, right? I consider what's the guy in the middle? Frank Clark. That's the name.
Defensive
Frank
end.
Clark, a superstar. Chris Jones, a superstar. I
Mhm.
consider oh my god, what's that safety? They got Justin Reed or some shit. Fucking
Yes,
from the
from
Texans.
Texans. Yeah, the
And
guy
then
that
when
I
they had
wanted.
Tyrann Matthew, that was a
Right.
superstar they had there. As far as the Eagles, they had Jalen Hurts, which is starting to become a superstar in my opinion. I think they also had AJ Brown that came into his own as a receiver. And then you go on the defense side of the ball, they had a top defensive pack overall. Chauncey Gardner was looking really damn fucking good. Their defensive line was goddamn damn. They were. If you were to tell me what was a key thing for the Eagles, it was that front seven. That front seven was scary. But besides that, overall, yeah, I know Jimmy G ain't a superstar, but you don't need a superstar quarterback to win a Super Bowl. You need a team, and that's what people get it confused. You need a team to win the Super Bowl. You can't win it with a quarterback, bro. Only a quarterback. You've seen it with actually every year. You've seen it every year. The receivers make plays, the tight ends make plays, the running backs make plays, the offensive line needs to do its job, the defense has to do its job. Recently, it was a shootout. I mean, yeah, of course, the Chiefs and Eagles shot it out, but why did they shoot it out? There was a lot to account for it. And the coaches, you got to give credit to Nick Sirianni. You got to give credit to Andy Reid. You got to give credit to Doug Peterson, what he did with Jacksonville. All these guys are good coaches. Now, can Josh McDaniels actually do it on the second year? Who knows? Bonte, what you feel about it, man? What you feel about it?
To be honest, thanks for having me on this. It's been a while, brother. Good to see you. But to be honest with you, at first, I didn't like the move, but after seeing the numbers of the contract, it made a lot of sense to me. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to be here for more than 3 years. You know, he probably be here for 2 years until we find that rookie quarterback to take over. But you know what I mean? He did took a real cap friendly contract, man. Taking $20 million, that ain't really shit. You know what I mean? Compared to the $40 we would have paid Carr or the $60 million we had to pay Rodgers this year. Just think about that. You know what I mean? If we would have traded for him, so you know what I mean? It is a great value. You know, so it just helps us build our defense because that's what we mostly need. Because no matter who we have at quarterback, it ain't gonna matter shit if we can't stop nobody, man. Because we're gonna be in shootouts. What, we're gonna be scoring 56 points and winning by a field goal or something? You know what I mean? It don't work like that. At the end of the day, we need to get some playmakers around Max Crosby because I don't want to waste his career, man. He's one of the generations type player, man, and I just don't want him to waste his career, man. You know, especially too, man. He's given everything he had. He's one of the players that actually wants to be here, man. So I just want Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler to get the right players in here, man. Because at the end of the day, I don't know about everyone, but I'm just tired of losing. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I want us to be a competitor for playoffs every year and contention to win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That's not a lot of ass. You know what I mean? I'm just saying we should be able to win 10 games every year, especially with all the talent we have on this offense. You know what I mean?
No, sorry about that, bro.
Some of the moves, they're not the sexiest moves right now, you know what I mean? But they're just building depth. And that's something that you do need when you're playing 17-game seasons now, you know what I mean? How many times during the season did we have to go grab people off practice squad or guys off the streets just to start for us, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I do trust Dave more than Josh McDaniels, but we'll see what happens, bro. It's only day one, and I'm not trying to overreact, but it's kind of hard, brother. But, you know, I'm just trying to be like Aaron Rodgers and just relax. Try to relax.
Yeah, you know what? To go deep, you have to be positive.
Yeah.
No, hey, Dirty send him the link, bro. No, like, bro, like, I mean, I want to, man, but it's like now, it's like, all right, now if you really settle it in, and you know, it's just a fucking initial shock at first, bro. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
So it is, bro. Especially too, man. This team was just a playoff team 2 years ago, bro. And just look at it now, bro. It's all in shambles. We have so many holes, and just I don't know, man. I'm just tired because at the end of the day, I just don't want us to have a revolving door at quarterback like we had back in the days after we lost Rich Gannon. And here comes Kerry Collins, and then here comes Marcus Tuiasosopo, and then here comes Andrew Walter, and then here comes Aaron Brooks, and then here comes Dante Culpepper, and so on and so on and so on, bro. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I just want. I mean,
don't know what today is. How do you remember those fucking? I'm sorry. You remember all those guys?
I know, right? Hey, you remember some
bro, you know what I mean? I don't pay. This shit ain't the game to me, bro. This is motherfucking life, dog. That's what I'm saying, dude.
No, I know.
Hey, I got somebody backstage. I don't know if he's here. Hey, turn on your camera if you're here. Can you? He has it turned on. All right. Anyways, but honestly, I need to find that receipt. Sorry, I'm off topic again. My bad. Shout out to everybody though that is in here joining us. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to Randy. Randy says we scored about 26 a game. Quarterback wasn't the problem, but 40 million a year was. I mean, at the end of the day, where people get it twisted is I get it when you get 40 million moving on, right? You get 40 million push you forward. But technically speaking, if we want to, I'll bring you up right now. Technically speaking, on a technical standpoint of the contract, he actually was playing like his contract. He was earning under 20 million last year, which therefore, if you want to be technical with it, Derek Carr played exactly what his contract was. His next contract didn't kick into this following year, but I get it from another technical standpoint that yes, eventually he was going to get paid 39. That's not what you wanted, but you could have restructured it, right? If I'm being honest, bro, I'm not the biggest Jimmy G fan. I think Jimmy G's better off being in OnlyFans and all that shit than football, but that's just my.
See, but you can't push the narrative. Like, look, like I was saying, brother, like, no, I know, bro, but like, look, you can't really push the narrative
GTA Vice City shit, you know.
I'm sorry, or he's getting some loving. I mean, what do you? I mean, why would you get mad at that, bro? Like,
no, I mean, hey, you know me. Go ahead.
Some people like to swing. Some people like to do all kind, bro. Like, you can't judge him. Hey, does he produce on the field? See, I was sitting there like, okay. I really like lightweight. Like when I first got them news when we were live or something, man, fuck this dude. Like I was mad, right? But you know, good thing I have y'all motherfuckers around to actually like really like kind of talk me off the fucking ledge and make me realize some shit. And that look, bro, like a lot of the decisions I've been making fucking is coming from a lot of you motherfuckers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to work out because I seen Auntie work out and he's showing his number one draft pick, bro. I got to work out harder, bro. Like I'm taking creatine right now. I'm over here with my fucking protein shake, bro. I got to work out, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just playing.
Let me bring up Stoney back.
but it's a healthy reaction, bro. Like that's some real ass shit, though. But like, bro, like a lot of people have false narratives. Like even look at Aaron Rodgers with the false narrative. Yeah, he's not with us, but everyone's like, oh, he's a drug addict, whatever. Nah, this motherfucker just needs some peace, bro. So it's like, man, and in Jimmy G's case, he just needed a piece. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, just let him do him as long as he shows up and produces on the field, right?
Hey, he better.
Technically, he's a 2-time winning quarterback, Super Bowl winning quarterback with the Patriots.
Oh my God! No, don't give me this.
But
he was a backup
on his Wikipedia page and all his shit. It shows 2-time winning quarterback.
Two-time.
He has more championships than the Las Vegas Raiders have.
I ain't gonna lie, Lowe was smoking a lot of I don't know what the fuck, but let me bring out somebody backstage real quick,
it's the
man.
fucking truth, bro. Like, why would I lie?
Hey, at that point, bro, Michael Jordan ain't the best basketball player of all time. It's Jeremy Lin because of his rings, and that guy was the best.
Of course.
At that point, I'm just kidding. But shout out to this guy behind the stage, behind. Fuck! Backstage, god damn, I can't speak. Fuck. Anyways, from the land down under, showing that the Raider Nation is not only statewide, it's worldwide. My boy here, Ozzy, motherfucking Raider. I'll still call him Ozzy Raider. Even though his name is like 30 names, he's still Ozzy Raider.
Yeah, you got Port Atlanta. I can't talk.
Lauderdale.
I was like to say Ozzy, bro. Like my bad.
It's so good, man. It's so good.
I'll call you RPA. RPA. There you go.
RPA.
Yeah, RPA. There you go.
Yeah.
RPA. So what's up, brother? How you been?
Going good, man. I just finished work, but I thought I had some time, so I'll jump on.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
What are your thoughts, Ozzy? How you feeling, brother?
Well, personally, I was referring to Jimmy G as Mr. Glass. I'm not gonna lie. That was my main issue with him. But to look at it fairly for a minute, and I'm not being a hater when I say this, based on DC's last year, like his actual production last year alone, and then getting Jimmy G, like if you look at the guaranteed and you break down the guaranteed over 3 years, it's like 11.33. So we're still saving, like in guaranteed money, we're still saving like 30 fucking million this year.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah.
So I can't be mad at that. I mean, the deal is like it's worth what it's worth because I think we can get the similar production, like slightly better production than what we got last year anyway, because he knows the system. I'm not saying that Jimmy G is a better quarterback than DC, but he might be in this particular system.
Mm-hmm.
You got a good point there, Ozzy. You got a good point.
I'm not a fan.
Jesse said, with that said, NWA is now shopping around dirty. They're putting you on the trade block. That's crazy, bro. They're putting you on the trade block. Hey, anyways,
on the trade block, bro.
Guys, I just got some breaking news revolving around the Raiders. This is the first glimpse of Jimmy Garoppolo throwing it deep to Davante Adams right here.
Wow.
Oh, mames.
Motherfucking pendejo.
Jimmy G to Davante Adams.
Yeah, go get the black and white film from 1933 when the first floor class. Get the fuck out of here, dog.
That's the way Eric shoots baskets, bro. That's the way he plays basketball. He shoots with both hands.
In the 30s.
Hey, because Eric's so small, you have to shoot with both hands.
In all fairness, man, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and see how it looks this year once we play. Before I judge on Jimmy G too much.
No, look it. Check this out. Just in the little bit of film that I watched on him, bro.
That was the film.
He sets
his feet. Yeah,
he sets his feet. He has this kind of awkward throw, but it's fluid for him, bro.
No,
it's like kind of like almost like a sidearm, but kind of like, and it's smooth. He doesn't hesitate. I mean,
and just to give you guys some numbers, like he only started 10 games.
He
only started 10 games like last year, but in those 10 games that he started, he went 7-3. That was his QB record, 7-3. And then on top of that, he had like a 67.2% completion, 16 touchdowns, and 4 INTs. Right. So, and his average yards per game was like 221, which is not too bad.
You know what? So, if we win a playoff game this year, I want the Super Bowl. But I know we're not. Honestly, I know a lot of people.
I could see us winning a playoff game.
He's been to the Super Bowl 3 times.
I don't know if we'll go to the Super Bowl this year. It's still too early to say. It's still too early to say. But
too early to say.
I will say this: if Jimmy Garoppolo makes the playoffs and wins a playoff game, I will get a Jimmy Garoppolo jersey. And I don't usually get quarterbacks from this. I don't even got a DC jersey. So if that
Okay.
happens, I will get a Jimmy Garoppolo. Say that right now.
Earlier, I don't know was it my live or whose live it was, but no, it was my live. Somebody said, "Hey, look at Plunkett. Plunkett was beat up. He was hurt. Not listen, relax, calm down, youngster. Calm down there, young bull. You know, walk down. Don't run down the fucking one. You walk down, fuck them all, bro."
Another thing, though, another thing to consider. Another thing to consider. Jimmy G's never had this many fucking weapons either.
That is true. No, bullshit. Kittle had.
Yes, but
Deebo Samuel's 3 years ago.
Yeah, but I don't like. I'm saying because we got Adams. If we didn't have Adams, then I say yeah. Because Waller and Kittle are pretty much pretty similar.
Deebo was coming up. Deebo was coming up. But the thing is, regardless of whatever, the quarterback is supposed to make everybody.
Adams, so it's not a. I don't know. I always looked at Deebo as more of like a short yardage, make something happen kind of dude, mostly.
Well, a lot of the plays that I was watching, you can see that they're playmakers.
Oh yeah,
and they're his accuracy is good. It's not great. It's not. He's not gonna fucking that ball in there. He's gonna place it compared to looking at the play. He's gonna look for the player that's gonna have the inside, inside on the player. You know what I mean? And he's gonna float some shit. He's not a fucking laser pinpoint kind of guy. Yeah.
So it's less of Brady, like because he's brought up in the same system. So
right, but he has. But see, the thing is, everyone's saying he can't throw far. You don't need to throw far. Yes, you do need to throw a bomb here and there.
I disagree with that a little bit. I've seen him throw a couple of deep balls here and there.
Right, but see, the thing is, though, man, if we're getting 15-yard passes, how big is the field? It's 100 yards. 4 15-yard passes. That's 60 fucking yards, bro. What's wrong with that? I don't need the guy to fucking throw everything over the top. The players are going to make the plays. Now, if Josh McDaniel's system, what I kind of seen, he has a lot of pick plays. Illegal pick plays, but they can kind of be chopped up in certain things like that. So don't we need an accurate quarterback under 10 to 15 yards?
Yep.
Yeah. That's what we fucking need. And a running game.
And what does Brady do?
Right.
Brady threw to running backs and and whatnot. That's
So I want to. Oh, good. So sorry. I was gonna say this is Jimmy Garoppolo's playoff stats. He played 3 games, which was their Super Bowl year, which was 2019. He threw for 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and he had 427 yards in those 3 game span. He went 37 for 58 in that 3 game span, 63.8 percentage completion. He also had 4 sacks that was allowed on him. He had a 75.9 QB rating. Besides that, in 2021, also 3 games played, 43 for 74, 58.1 completion, 535 yards, 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. So same thing again, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. For me, it was more Raheem Mostert that did most of the job, if we're gonna give somebody credit. But like I said, I'm not gonna hate on him because at least that 2 touchdowns did something. They made it. So it is what it is. He does have playoff experience. He has win experience, and that's why I'm not really that much like, oh fuck this guy. Oh my god, I'm not gonna.
I still see him as a bridge guy, not as a future franchise guy at this point. But in saying that, another guy I would like for us to pick up on the cheap is Paris Campbell.
Who?
Paris Campbell, the wide receiver.
Okay, from the Colts.
Because he's still young. I think he's just come off his rookie contract. Like he's just finished his 4-year rookie contract. So, and according to Spot Track, his market value is $2.5 million, and he runs a 4.31 40 time. So he's got a bit of speed, and I just feel like he's a guy that can catch the ball and make something happen after in like short yardage.
Before I get to the offense, I need defense. They shouldn't go after a receiver. Receiver that I was looking at, though, that you could get for a very cheap deal is Adam Thielen. I don't know how you guys feel about Adam Thielen, but I think Adam Thielen
is going to be a bit too much.
He's a red zone threat, 50-50 ball getter, better than Matt Collins, 100% better than fucking Matt Collins.
Yeah, I was looking at that because I did see him there, but the thing is, I think he's like 11 or 12. And the way I see it is Adams is obviously your number 1 guy. And then I think if Waller's healthy, he's going to be your number 2 target anyway. So really, we just need like a third if you don't include Renfrew because he's going to play a slot. If you include Renfrew, we're really looking for like a 4th wide receiver, kind of 4th receiving target because Waller's a tight end technically. But
yeah, no, I feel it. I mean, who knows, right? I don't know what their plans are. 3 years is kind of crazy to me. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do.
I
But
kind of prefer, that we don't spend too much more on offense and that we spend more of the money on defense.
I feel it.
So I want like Devin Bush and fucking Lorenzo Carter if I can get that. Sorry, one sec, I've got someone at the door. Be right back.
Congratulations to I do gotta say this. Congratulations to Max Crosby and his wife and Darren Waller and Kelsey Plum, which was one of the surprising ones. But shout out to them for getting married. Hopefully, Kelsey Plum, shout out to you for winning with the Las Vegas Aces. But please give our boy Darren Waller some motivation. Please,
give him a child so
thank
you.
you. If you guys can, give some of your plum. No offense, no, respectfully. I meant that respect. But yeah, they showed that you could get married within a year. Maybe
gross.
Maybe I need to take notes, huh?
Gross.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. Nobody clipped that. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, you're not, bro.
Get present. Send it to me. I need it later.
Hey,
I'm like you. I date to marry, bro.
Ain't no sip no more. But best believe I'm going back to this Chick-fil-A after this fucking live.
Motherfucker said, I'm not a simp no more, but still got the T-Pain simp emoji.
I got somebody backstage, and I think he has a lot to say as well. He kind of was going off on people earlier. We're going to see what he's got to say. This boy, my co-host in the West. Look, I already forgot because he doesn't even want to do the show anymore with me. The West Side Experience, you feel me? Always every week, but, Ern wants to be he wants to be weird sometimes. He ignored me. Actually, I'm gonna expose his ass. I told him let's do a West Side Experience. He left me on scene. He left me on red. He didn't even text back. I was like, all right. So here we go. The guy that hates Jimmy Garoppolo and hates everything to do with any quarterback that comes in with the Raiders because it ain't Derek Carr. If it ain't DC4, it ain't good for the Raiders. My boy, Ern. I'm just kidding, Ern. I'm sorry.
God damn, that's a hell of an intro.
I fucking love with that.
Especially for a motherfucker that just had Chick-fil-A for lunch.
Hey, all I know is I am amazing according to whoever wrote this on the fucking cup. I ain't go cap.
No, Eric, you didn't catch that, bro. You didn't listen closely. You don't eat at Chick-fil-A, you eat at Trick-fil-A.
A big roll at the SC special.
SC special. Hey, what's good, Twan? If you want the link, just let me know as well.
What's up, Twan? How you doing, brother?
But you're always. How am I always on vacation, Terrence? I'm not always on vacation.
What's up, T?
I did to Eric yesterday when he sent me the link to have the show. I did to him the same thing that he does to me when I go to LA and hit him up like, Eric, let's go have dinner. Same energy, motherfucker.
Bro, something about me, bro. I don't know, bro. The Ern. See, this again. I'm gonna say it. Ern never wants to come. I get it. He doesn't want to be a public setting, but he never wants to go to a Raider game in SoFi, but wants to come at a random ass fucking Wednesday. A random Wednesday. Just a random Wednesday.
Why in the fuck would I want to go to a game where I got to pay $200 for the fucking seat, $75 for the parking, and overpriced ass hot dogs and beer for us to get our ass beat and be pissed off at the end of the day? That don't even make no damn sense.
Look at. Anybody in LA will tell you that you don't get a hot dog from inside. You get a hot dog outside.
But you can get the hot dog inside too.
This is disgusting, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Those workers.
What happened?
Wait. Hey, yo, pause. What the fuck does that mean? Yo,
I was getting a text. I'm sorry.
Yo, pause.
Whoa, what the?
You have a little bit there, buddy. We're talking about football.
Then bacon hot dogs. Support your vendors. Your street vendors. Mm-hmm. Let me send this.
Sometimes, man, those sketchy though, bro. Like I want to support, bro, but fuck,
I don't know where that fucking hot dog came from.
Might not have no standards.
I ain't gonna like whoever messes with the street vendor, I'll drop kick the shit out of him. There we go. We gotta support the people, man. We gotta support the people.
Of course.
That was him that wrote. I didn't write this, bro. I deadass didn't write it, but that's not even how. You want to know how I write?
He said that he wrote that shit himself.
I didn't write that, bro. They wrote that.
Nigga, Eric writes with a happy face for the I and shit, and dots the J with a happy face.
What the fuck, cuz? I do that shit, cuz. I want to be happy when I write, cuz. I want to be writing all mad. No,
I said it, Twan.
Oh, shit.
Did you
send it to Dirty? Dirty wants to come up.
I sent him the leak already.
Okay.
He's been like 10. He hasn't joined yet.
No, he's gonna
Sorry,
go.
Ed.
Bro, where the fuck is the receipt, bro? I
Hey,
gotta
what
know
up,
the
Ozzy?
name.
What's up, man?
Oh, you're back, brother. Cool.
I know you may not see eye to eye and everything. How do you feel about Garoppolo?
Eh. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
You should have seen him earlier.
Ozzy,
Look,
don't
it's-
take it personal,
I'm
bro.
not thrilled, but it could be worse, bro. Let's
Yeah.
keep it a butt.
Yeah,
It
so
could
you're
be
pretty
worse.
much
We
on the
couldn't
same-
get left
same
with
as
Sam
me.
Darnold
Oh yeah, fuck that.
That
No.
is true. That is
Or
true.
could've been
That is
Baker.
very, very true.
or Baker.
It could have been Jacoby Brissett. At least it's not
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett.
We could've been-
Well, it's not too bad.
Hey, that-
It's,
It could've been
it's
worse.
Still, it's still his guy though. Regardless of whatever, it's still his
what
guy.
the fuck? SC, no experience. Where you been? What's up with y'all, man?
I really just want Josh McDaniels gone, bro. Really.
What the fuck? Yo,
Well,
look. Okay, I
I'm
know
gonna
I took a
give
little
Chris
break.
Coaching staff a chance. I'll see what. I'll wait
Shout
till
out
the
to
end of the
Pyro.
season
He
to
said
see
low
what
from 55th Street. Shout out to
Be-
Pyro. What's good, Pyro?
On 55th. Well,
Hopefully, for us,
I'll
real
give my
guys.
vote
Five,
on,
five.
McDaniels at the end of this year.
5-5.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Derek Carr's better than Jimmy G if you were to ask me, but that's just my opinion. Anyways,
I don't even think it's close.
yeah. I'm 100% who that fan. What the fuck? What?
Tails, you better shut the fuck up with that bullshit,
Oh
bro.
hell nah! Oh hell nah! If you gonna jump on that train,
Oh, you just get out of here and unsub from this channel and get the fuck out of here, dog.
Yeah,
You buy your jersey and send all that shit to
Like, who that?
Who that nation? You know who's gonna beat the Saints this year? Them fucking Raiders are.
Eric,
Motherfucker.
your last
Hey, you
life
know
was
what? I
11
do got a question though. Okay, like everyone's talking about these fans. Like I haven't said it. I'm just gonna ask because, like, you know what I'm saying. I see everyone saying, like, making these comments. Well, Raider fans want a car, and they're not gonna be, you know what I mean. Raider fans no more, and you know what I mean. I've never heard anybody in our community say that until right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm gonna switch to the fucking Saints. And I mean, in our community, people I talk to never said that until now.
I think he's trolling. He always does that.
I'll root for Derek Carr, but yeah, I'm
But-
always gonna be a Raider fan. Fuck that shit.
Nah, I mean, Derek Carr is always gonna be a fucking.
gonna lie,
Fresno
Saints are
State,
gonna
you
take
know,
that division,
baller,
bro.
So I mean,
Saints
shit,
are
I'm
gonna
gonna
take that
support that.
division. Facts. Saints are gonna take that division, but that division's ass. Anyways, I got
Right.
somebody backstage, man. Our brother here, man. You already know. He's starting to. I'm not gonna say too much, but all I know is
Who
stay
that
tuned,
is?
man. Stay
That's
tuned.
just your baby daddy.
The fuck? Yo. Ern, listen to me, all right? Carr is not our quarterback. Get over it. All right. Anyways,
No shit, you fucking genius.
I got somebody backstage.
Are you a
man.
detective?
I agree,
Brother of
Terrence.
all of ours that
That's
shows a
probably
lot
gonna
of
be
support.
their record.
Hold on, let me bring up the person backstage, man. You already know, man. If you want to learn about fishing, he got you. He's got some famous sayings in the Raider Nation. 2 for 1. He sometimes got the popcorn, especially during this time because we've seen this movie before.
Yes, we have.
And on top of that, he loves his Big Shirleys. And if there's a Big Shirley in the chat, give this
Big
guy a
Shirley.
holla at Twan.
Let
Twan.
go.
TWANTW.
You come through with your security uniform and
I'm a Raiders
everything.
fan.
He take it any way he
There it
can.
is.
Captain
Hey, it's
Hill,
so nice you gotta say
boy.
it twice. Hey, salute
What's
to
up, bro?
everybody, man. Blessings
What
to
up, bro?
everybody, man. I'm so happy free agency has got here. Ziegler has
Yep.
done an amazing job. You know what I'm saying? We got the quarterback that's going to take us to the Super Bowl. And then, you know, he doubled it up and got it. You know, he always needs to get a player for the locker room. So they got a really good comedian called Mike Epps. And we're going to go ahead and do what he do. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, man. There you go. Shit. But shout out. I want to throw a jab. I want to throw a jab at all my Warrior fans out there real quick. I seen
God.
Ern and I was like, I haven't done this in a while. So to all my Warrior fans out there,
How you guys doing? How you guys doing, huh? How's that championship from last year helping you?
It
Garbage.
didn't help you the last 2 games against us, Ern.
Yeah.
You guys do know that you didn't make the playoffs last year,
Hey,
right?
we're making the playoffs this year. We got D. Russell.
Look, check this out. Non-playoff team fans can tell me nothing.
Hey,
Nothing.
How about Westbrook? How's
So
Westbrook?
all of you, hold on. All of you motherfuckers that are fans of teams that didn't make the playoffs, you on quiet. Now shut up and know your role.
Wow. I've always been a Warriors fan. Dude. Sure there, buddy.
and to all my Oakland A's and Giants fans out there, we're ready to whoop some ass there too in baseball too. Just letting you know.
Hey, fact, shout out to the Giants that fucking got their ass whooped by the Dodgers the other day.
And shout out to Ern. Ern's a Dodger fan, not an Oakland A's fan no more. He jumped ship, as you can see
Got
from
me
his hat.
fucked up.
He jumped ship.
Oh, my boy is
It's,
wearing
it's just a nice hat, bruh. That's all. That's it, and that's all.
Hey, make sure you screenshot that shit. I need that shit
Yeah,
for
I ain't gonna
evidence.
lie, take a picture.
Baseball team.
Hey,
No, it's
So-
good because with baseball, I don't like with football. You can have one team. With baseball, I feel like you can like multiple teams. You know what I'm saying?
That was Shaq.
Look at it. Hey, Twan, but on some real shit, how you feeling about the signings, brother? On some real stuff, though.
Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? McDaniel's got his guy, you know what I'm saying? And I said it a little earlier, today, you know what I'm saying? He's got his guy, so the pressure's on. You know what I'm saying? He can't say the excuse that he can't have is that he didn't get his guy. You know what I'm saying? So
No excuses.
If things go south, then we know who it is. You know what I'm saying? And we know play calling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Garoppolo knows this playbook. There ain't no, he don't know the play. He knows the playbook. So pressure's on. You know what I'm saying? So, and to be honest with you, the money is cool. You know what I'm saying? The money's cool or whatever. But I'm really waiting to see more than Mike Epps. And I know his name is Marcus. I think right now the defense is a joke. And that's why I'm calling it Mike Epps.
Yo. Hey, there he
The
goes.
chaplain has spoken. The chaplain has spoken.
Until I see some more, you know what I'm saying, players come in, I'm looking at a comedy show. And I would be eating popcorn now because, again, I've seen this movie before.
Yeah, watching the Warrior season.
just to add on to what you're saying, Twan, the one thing I will say, there's no excuses offensively. I just want to see the same energy for Jimmy that we had for Carr, in the sense that when we said Carr had no defense. If they don't build a defense, I don't want to see people saying, I want that same energy.
You don't get the same energy because he got no fucking excuses this year. Just like Derek Carr had no excuses with Devontae Adams, Jimmy G has Devontae Adams, no fucking excuses.
Yeah, that's
how's
what I'm
that for
saying.
same energy for you?
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I want to see, if people say, that there was no, I want to keep it even. That's what I'm asking.
Facts. Who cares about knowing the playbook? McDaniels won't let the quarterback be a quarterback. Hopefully he does, right? Hopefully he does. Besides that, I mean, we're gonna see what happens, right? I'm very optimistic to see what they can do on opening day, on the season opener. It's going to really show me a lot that first game, because not only did we just get a quarterback that already knows the system, we won't have to do the same thing we did last year, where it was like, oh, Carr didn't know the system, blah blah blah. Now we got somebody that knows the system, so they better day one. They better play them in preseason. I know how people feel about preseason, but I ain't gonna lie. If last year didn't show you that not even starting the starters at least one drive don't work, you gotta start them at least one drive, at least at the end or in the very beginning, because then they can have some play under their feet. Because at this time, there's no playing around this season. I don't know if anybody has seen our schedule, but especially with the Jets getting Aaron Rodgers and a couple teams getting better, I ain't go cap. We have one of the hardest schedules this year, and we have it every year, but I think this is one of the hardest schedules we've had in recent time. We have pure playoff teams on our list, pure playoff teams, and people that
we
Oh,
have like 3 teams that are not fucking playoff teams that we're going against this year, bro.
Yep. And at the end of the day, bro, we got to execute. And the most important thing is put up points on the board, fix that red zone, get some players on that defense side of the ball, and that's how you win. And I was talking about this behind the scenes before I forgot to who, but I'm going to say this publicly. Something that the Raiders have made a mistake on for the past few years, especially with Patrick Mahomes being in the division that he is in with us, is that we keep making the same mistake over and over again. People think that the best way to beat the Chiefs is to shoot it out with them and beat them. That's not the best way to beat the Chiefs. If the Bucks showed you a perfect blueprint of beating the Chiefs, and that's boosting up that defensive line, get that pressure on Patrick Mahomes and make him run around like a chicken with his head cut off throughout the whole game. Make sure that he don't got no safe spot, because the moment he gets some consistency, it's over for the other team, bro. It's gonna be hard to compete with that unless you also got some superstar talent, a superstar quarterback. Besides that, shooting it out with the Chiefs is not the best way to beat them. The best way to beat them is at least limiting the fuck out of what Patrick Mahomes could do. I just hope that they could execute it right. I do think that there was a lot of things to do with last year, for example. with the Chiefs and Eagles, and I see Terrence bringing up the Eagles' defensive line was better than the Bucks. I 100% disagree. The reason being is because the middle of the line were banged up. They also had a rookie starting that was hardly can't play 3 downs. And if you look at the Shaquille Barrett, the Vita Vea of the world, that's a better defensive line than the Eagles last year. If you were to really look at the numbers and look at the pressures and look at all that, the Bucks had a better D line than the Eagles. Not saying the Eagles didn't have a good defense, they did, but you could tell that experience won the last Super Bowl, and that was Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs and Andy Reid. This was Nick Sirianni's first time in the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts' first time in the Super Bowl, and they lost only by 3. So,
SC, back to the Jimmy G situation. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, with Jimmy G being the quarterback, we should see a whole lot of more talking at the line. You know what I'm saying? We should be seeing a whole lot of audibles. We should be seeing a whole lot of command from the quarterback. So if we don't see that, then you can kind of tell that McDaniels is still got a handcuff on the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, start looking at some of those factors when we actually do hit the field, because again, Jimmy G should have an open book, you know what I'm saying, on commanding this offense.
Yeah, there shouldn't be like much added to it, you know what I mean, besides maybe a couple little adjustments here and there and maybe some stuff that he pulled off on the fly. But if this is the case and this was the plan this whole time, then pretty much this is what's going to end up happening. And then they already knew this was going to happen. So I'm pretty sure Jimmy G's already been aware of it, you know what I'm saying, regardless of the illegal tampering or whatever, because these players still have, you know what I mean, connections all the time, you know what I mean. But I'm just glad it's not Mac Jones. I'm glad it's not Mac Jones, because I know there's a fucking picture floating around with Devontae Adams looking like, what the fuck?
So, yeah, that's a fact. I mean, like I said, at least it wasn't worse than this. There's worse, there's worse stuff than this. The number says, who else do we get on defense free agency? There's a lot of free agents still out there.
Yeah.
I just think the best D tackles are off the board, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think we get Sheldon Rankins or David Amiyada for DT.
We should have got Sheldon Rankins last year, bro.
Hey, so both of you guys like Ozzy and Eric. I got a couple more minutes, bro. I got to take off some shit, but no, I want to ask you guys, because you guys really deep. Like I was even saying on my live the other day, like Eric, I know you guys do college, a lot of college, you know, in depth players. I'm looking, because we're looking at defense and everything like that, and there, you know, there's possibilities with this safety that we just got. Epps is actually a really good pickup. He's really good. But as a linebackers, can you give me 3 linebackers coming out of the fucking out of the draft that could be some game changers for us?
I'll give you 3. Go ahead. Jack Campbell, Henry Tutu, and Ivan Pace Jr.
Okay. And now, what's the first one? Like, okay, when can we start seeing linebackers? Because all I'm hearing is a defensive tackle. See, I'm not in there. You know what I mean? I don't really watch, and I'm not gonna say that I do. You know what I mean? So,
Jack Campbell's probably round 2.
Round 2. So the first linebacker that anybody's looking at on anybody's radar will be in round 2.
Maybe round 1. I mean, Henry Tutu.
I think late first round.
Yeah, because Henry Tutu, I'm kind of like undecided where he's gonna fall. Like, if someone's desperate for a certain linebacker, they might take him higher, but I don't want to take him until 2nd or 3rd round, honestly.
So you wouldn't take him to 2nd or 3rd round? Okay.
Yeah, and then with Ivan Pace Jr., probably late 2nd, early 3rd round. It depends how he does at his pro day, to be honest.
Okay, I got you for sure.
I like Trenton Simpson and DeMarvin Overshawn. Those are 2 guys that I was looking at. Jack Campbell, of course. But I think Trenton Simpson, if there was a linebacker I went to bet money that would go in the first round, is Trenton Simpson from Clemson.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just didn't want to pick one in the first round because I feel like I just feel like there's more depth at linebacker than, say, DT. I'd rather take a DT higher.
Right. No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, because like, say, how could I say this? It's very rare that you hear a linebacker coming out of college at number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then so every other team, like, you're looking at these defensive tackles, a quarterback, maybe you're hardly ever a running back, very rare receivers, but those are the kind of the guys that you're looking for. So, like, usually down the line, maybe about 12th, you know what I mean, 15th, that's when the first linebacker starts appearing, that like, hey, this is the guy that we need to get. So, like, overall player, that's what I'm sitting there really looking at, because whoever's there at 7 overall, or if we move up or if we move down, regardless, whatever, you know what I'm saying, My thing is just we don't have that middle of the pack guy. Unless we get
Yeah.
David. If we get David, then shit. I'm cool. You know
But,
what I mean? But it's
yeah.
I don't know.
My opinion is go DT or corner if you're gonna pick at 7, not linebacker. That's my opinion.
No. I completely agree. I'm going defensive tackle. Like I want what's the name from Georgia. I want defensive tackle.
I'm kind of iffy on him because of the Chargers. But
Fuck the Chargers, bro. He's a kid.
yeah.
They'll miss. They'll scrub all that shit, bro.
Have they already said like he's gonna be like eligible and everything? Like it's just misdemeanors, right?
It's a misdemeanor, bro. He's be all right, man.
All right, if
fucking
we
Ray
can
Lewis
play,
murdered somebody, bro.
yeah. If we can play, then I'd definitely take Carter if he's there. Otherwise, Brian Breesy is my next guy after that.
Yeah, okay, for sure.
The NFL can't crack down on him because he wasn't in the NFL when he got those charges. So that's the other factor in that. And another name that I would throw out at linebacker is Drew Sanders. I like what I saw on tape from Drew Sanders. So there's some linebackers there, but I agree with you. I think because of the market of defensive tackle, you know what I'm saying, in free agency, I think our first priority is to try to get that top defensive tackle just to even, like I say all the time, cheap labor to really save some money.
Yeah, that's what I always say. It starts in the trenches.
Yeah.
Who's Jimmy G's backup? I mean, fucking Chase Garbers as of right now.
Chase Garbers as of right now.
Carter or Gonzalez, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It's just as much as I like Carter a lot, bro. It's just I don't know if he's gonna fall or what's gonna happen. I know something always happens, bro. I don't know what the fuck.
The only thing I question with that kid is Vegas really a good spot for him? Like
Gonzalez, fuck yeah.
No. I'm saying Carter.
I'm saying
Carter's history is it really a good place for him? Like with all the 24-hour clubs and I don't know, man. I want to give the kid a shot, but if I'm looking at it from a GM perspective, there's a couple of red flags there for me already with what happened.
Let me bring up this person backstage. This is a very long time. Is he saying wait? Oh, you're good? You're good? All right. It's been a very long time since he's been on my panel. This guy right here, we've had a very, very long debates on panels before. He's also a bro of mine, you feel me? Always coming in with knowledge, you feel me? Every single time, bro. Brings a good point of view to the game of football. Not only does he understand football, he's played football and coached it at the same time, man. And I enjoy his takes all the time, man. My boy here, and also, you feel me? I don't have facial hair at all. I don't. But if you need some product, you feel me? This guy's the way to go if you have a beard. I don't got a beard, like I said, bro. I'm going to grow it. I'm going to grow it eventually. Probably when I'm 50 or 60. But my boy here, man, Gravy, is in the building.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Gravy?
Hey, what's going on? T6, my boy Twan. Oh, shit, he got a beard now.
Yeah, Ozzy.
Yeah, I got a beard, man.
It's been growing. Bro. Jody Lowe, thank you very much.
Yes,
SC, fabulous SC experience. Show.
Well, the fabulous SC experience, yeah.
It's been that long ago.
The glamorous SC experience. Hey, not because now Gravy's here, bro. You got enough Fresno in the building. I actually got to go take care of something. But
damn, he don't like you, Gravy. He said, Gravy coming out.
Gravy's here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Dirty's a little bit later, bro. But I gotta take care of. I've been on live all day, bro. I just want to
He knows where I stay at. He knows where I stay at.
Oh yeah, for sure. I still need that, bro. I still need that. You need to come by. That too.
I will. I'll be by there in a little bit. What you making to eat?
Hey, I don't know. I'll barbecue something. Figure it out. I'll take you to dinner, bro.
Macaroni and cheese.
You said macaroni and cheese.
That's Twan, bro. That's Twan.
Hey, salute to the chat, man. You guys have a great fucking day, man. You guys have, you know what I'm saying, enjoy the rest of your day. So
I see you soon, bro.
Go on, love.
Oh, but Gravy, how you feeling, man? How you feeling about all these things? Brandon Face on a Raider again. How you feel about this?
Brandon Face on, but I guess everybody's main topic is the Garoppolo.
Yep.
But I spoke with Cash Lord, and he brought up good points, dude, about convincing me that Garoppolo might be all right as far as like the football knowing offensively and stuff. He's very good at play action, and I seen that in him. And Carr wasn't. So you could nitpick and say that the dude ain't healthy and he has a weenie arm, this and that, and he doesn't throw longer than 20-yard passes and all this and that. But I see that play action with Jacobs being an asset to us the way Carr didn't use it. And then it might be something small, but it's gonna turn into big plays. And it might turn the offense around, but Faison being the defensive get that we get day one, they should have made a better. That wasn't even a splash. That wasn't even a drip, dude. That wasn't even a jizz or anything. That was nothing. That was just. He should have just pulled out on that one. I don't know what happened. Yeah.
They try to create depth, but I just don't get it when there's like big names getting off the board, man, and they're going for really good contracts. I don't know.
Hey.
I don't like it.
All right, hey guys, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'll get my workout in. Good seeing you, SC, Ozzy, Twan, Gravy. Good seeing you guys. God bless, man. Hopefully, we turn it around tomorrow on free agency, but we'll see, brother. God bless. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Talking about corners, though, I want us to go over what's his name, CJ Gardner-Johnson from Philly. Apparently, he wants out of Philly.
As soon as I get on, everybody jumps.
Damn, Gravy! What did you do to these people?
Damn, man.
I
thought I was cool. I don't say much.
Nah, his internet has been messed up. I've been beeping that. Let me see. It sucks when more than half of us need to be convinced about it. Availability, it does matter. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, as of right now, Jimmy Garoppolo is healthy, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I give him the benefit of the doubt to see how the season goes. I'll support him until he fucks up.
So you agree with that, Ozzy? You agree with it a little bit?
Yeah, because I mean, if you break down the contract, it's only what is it? 34 is guaranteed. So if you split the guaranteed money over 3 years, it's only 11.33 guaranteed per year. The rest is all incentive based.
If you leave all that aside, as far as future plays and
I think he's a bridge until we find our guy. And I think he's not necessarily 3-year bridge. I think we may not even pick up a quarterback now this year. We might wait for next year, like Caleb Williams or someone like that.
No. I hope we don't pick that high.
I'm not saying we'll necessarily pick that high. We might move up. We might trade whatever and to move up in the draft next year to get our quarterback, kind of thing.
Well, let me tell you something about Caleb Williams, and Eric might disagree.
I'm ready to hear it.
No, he's gonna play in a different league, a different conference.
At Tails, it was $40 million, bro. Carr's contract, if it kicked in this year, it was $40 million this year.
Oh yeah, $40 million.
Then next year was 42, and year 3 would have been 44. So yeah, it's going to go up each year too. Look at.
But we know that it was a good contract. Is Garoppolo? He hasn't played in his office for 7 years. He's familiar with McDaniels, and they probably have a good relationship. He wouldn't have came back if he did it. So he did a lot of good things with them, even though he didn't play as much because he was injured. But Caleb Williams, he's playing in a different conference that's tougher than the Pac-10, and I think he might get beat up a little bit over there. He's going to get better defenses, and all they do is run the ball. And you can see that the coach was getting bigger dudes. Eric, did you notice that? Those guys are huge. They've always been huge guys, but bigger, wider type guys, not the athletic linemen. He's planning ahead and getting ready to play these people. And then Caleb's going to get a lot of punishment. So we're going to see if he can hang with that. And if he loses his drip as far as the draft's concerned, because everybody's saying he's going to go number 1. He's going to go number 1. He probably will be the best quarterback in there, but There's always people that pop up.
Yeah,
You know,
true.
and the
In
the
saying
kid
that, what do you
from
think
Oregon,
of that May kid?
May, nah, he didn't. The only quarterback that even looked good to me, man, was Stroud, and during season in college was Hooker. I didn't, you know,
So
Richardson
you think we could
top.
take a hooker in the second? Pause.
No, and his stock is rising, but I don't know if he's a
Second or third round pick, maybe?
we picked so high in the second round, Ozzy. You know what I mean?
Say what, trade back maybe to mid second?
Yeah, if we wanted Hooker and he was falling late second, yeah.
Okay.
But
so you're kind of like me, late second, early third round pick for Hooker.
mid second around there, because
Yeah.
or if your plan is to go with Garoppolo and Gabbers and get somebody, I like a backup quarterback.
What, Stenson Bennett? Maybe.
Well, no, I'm not even
fourth
I'm
round.
not
I'm
even
saying like
saying-
fourth round.
Yeah, I'm not even saying anything college.
Okay.
You know, so if we get a backup quarterback, a free agent, you know, that could, just in case, you know, Garoppolo gets hurt, you don't want to throw Gabbers out there.
What about re-signing Stidham then in that case?
No,
As a backup.
Stidham's on the Broncos.
Stidham's in Denver.
So you already signed a contract. Okay. I didn't hear that one yet. Fair enough.
He's gone. So
Yeah, 2 years over there.
What is Jacoby Brissett being signed yet?
I heard some rumors. I don't. He hasn't signed yet, but who knows?
That's a
right?
possibility.
you know, maybe just somebody. But if we get something like that that could benefit us, if he gets hurt or he has that issue with us, then I could see us getting somebody younger. But I think pretty much if we get a quarterback, it's going to be one of these late dudes, and we're probably not even know who the hell. I didn't know who Gabbers was, so maybe it might be one of those guys. You know,
I don't know. I think
your
unless we're
second
gonna.
pick.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, unless we're picking a dude in maybe the fourth round, like a Stenson Bennett or something, we might as well just stick with Garbers because he's already had 1 year in the system.
I would stick with Garber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Shout out to
we
Broadgate.
need so much defensive help. That second round pick is
Yeah, that's my
important.
thoughts too. Because personally, I want to go like DT, maybe, and then in the second round, maybe go cornerback or linebacker in the second, and then vice versa in the third.
Yeah, well, I think our D tackle is the most important.
Yeah, I agree. I want either Jalen Carter or Brian Breesy at number 7. Like, if you think that the Jalen Carter kid's got too many red flags as far as character goes, just the idea of him already having the street racing thing, and then you're putting that kid in Vegas might be a bad idea because of, you know, all the stuff around in Vegas and all the shit we've had with drink driving, blah blah blah. If you think you want to go with someone who's maybe a bit more mature, I guess you might want to look at someone like Brian Breesy.
Over Greasy, I'll take that kid from Baylor.
You like the guy from Baylor more than Breesy? I don't know. I guess we have to respectfully disagree on that one.
Siaki Ika from
Yeah. I like Saki or whatever his name is. That guy from Baylor.
For Jimmy G, here's the thing, man. I think the reason why I'm not blowing up either is day one. But besides that, he's got the talent around him to just get some offensive line. That's about it. With Jimmy G, all we really need Jimmy G to do is do just enough to win. And what I mean is do what this whole Josh McDaniel system was built upon. Let your players make the plays. That's been one of the most important things, even with Tom Brady. It's the run after catch, the yards after catch. I mean, those were important. And when Jimmy G, why he was so successful with the offense and Niners, besides the defense, it was more of run, pass, quick pass, let Debo, and that's what Devontae Adams is best at. His best plays have came from the slot in quick strides across the middle of the field, and they weren't even deep passes.
Yeah,
so that's what's keeping me, upstairs here. Let me bring back Twan back in the building. That's why I'm more of like I'm not overreacting and I'm not underreacting. I think I'm just in the middle of Let's see what he can do. I think on
Yeah,
paper it's good enough. I mean, like I said, all we really need Jimmy G to do is work the system. You work the system, you'll be fine. You'll be just fine.
yeah. Just to add to what you're saying, there is, yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. And I think another thing to keep in mind is that's probably one of the reasons we're keeping Jacobs. We'll have a top tier run game with Jacobs, and then all you need is like guys like Hunter. Hopefully this year he stays healthy, should thrive. I put Hunter back in the slot. Keep Adams on the outside at the number one, and then sign someone like a Paris Campbell on the cheap, because Paris Campbell's spot track market value right now is only 2.5 million. He's just finished his rookie contract, so he ain't going to cost a whole lot, and he's pretty productive. And every year his pay has been fairly productive, considering he's not the number one guy. Because Jonathan Taylor was running the ball a lot over at the Colts too, and he still managed to rack up something like 600 yards and a few touchdowns. So that to me would be a pretty solid signing. And he runs a 4.3. So a 4.3. I think that's what we need. We need a guy that has some speed, and Paris Campbell runs a 4.3, so a 4.3.
Well, we got big receivers out there like Chark, and I would want a big guy like that.
I don't feel like we need though, because to me we've already got two possession guys in Adams and Waller, right? So we need that speed guy to kind of take the top off and open shit up for everybody.
Chark is fast, dude.
Yeah, he's like 4.36. He's pretty fast, but doesn't he get injuries as well though sometimes?
He's just been floating. He just been floating around different teams, getting 1-year deals.
He's like
he's
Yannick.
getting paid. Yeah, he's getting paid. He'll go to one team for 1 year, get 12 million. Go to another team, get 15 million.
Get paid,
Yeah, he's just doing that.
Shout out
But
to
here's the thing that I mentioned when I was with Cash, and he said, and I'll go, you know what this reminds me of? You know what Garoppolo signing reminds me of? Is like a and tell me if I'm exaggerating or whatever. It reminds me like of Alex Smith. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Alex
a fair
Smith,
comparison.
Alex Smith didn't make a lot of mistakes. He didn't turn over the ball. Garoppolo doesn't turn over the football. And that's what it kind of reminds me of a signing. Your Alex Smith was just there, didn't make mistakes, won games, but didn't do anything. Didn't get 90-yard touchdowns or 75-yard. But he has a guy that could do that with Adams and Waller. I don't know if Homeboy would get a 100-yard or a 90-yard run, but if those guys can, if we put something on the other side that could do that with a little bit of speed, or like a Lazard or a DJ Shark or somebody that's a little quicker than what we had in Hollins, then I think it'll benefit him better with those mistakes. We're not going to get the mistakes that DC made from Garoppolo, and that's key, bro.
Yeah, the only thing I gotta disagree slightly on is just DJ Shark's asking price. See, I'd rather pay like someone like a Campbell 2.5 over paying Shark like 15 or 12 or whatever. Just because
I don't even look at the asking price, bro, because it's all over.
Chark's a better receiver.
Yeah, Chark's
a better receiver.
I stay away from spot because everybody be getting whatever they want, to be honest.
Yeah, I do get it, but I just feel like we've already invested so much money on the offensive side of the ball with Bowler's contract, Renfro's contract. Jacobs probably going to want a new contract, so we're going to save money aside for that. But once his franchise,
we got that money. Ozzy. We got that money, Ozzy, from the quarterback that we just signed.
Yeah,
I know, but I'd rather invest that in defense, though. I'd rather invest that on the defense.
Yeah, all of it.
I'd rather invest like 9% of that in defense, but yeah.
Yeah,
and then that's what I'm saying. If we can get like a speed guy at like 3 million, that can still be productive. Like, just hang on a sec, because I've got a thing I'm going to do.
JT, he actually exited. JT, you are drunk. Hopefully you're sarcastic, but you are drunk if you say stay away from Hooker and Gonzalez, because those two guys have been the ones I've been vouching for. And I ain't gonna lie, and if you think of either of them are bad, you are highly, highly mistaken. Shout out to DeMarcus Webb. He says, you guys are doing anything for the draft. I am. I don't know about, are you guys doing anything? I mean, I think I'm gonna do
I'm
The
gonna
same
watch
thing I
it.
did last year, a watch party. So I'll bring in people, just send people a link, and then we could talk about it. I mean, that's about it. I mean, that's all. Oh, and two things. I'm gonna get in contact with some draft prospects. Hopefully, I could get some on. And number two, uh, film study. I need to get on that.
You know, with your USC connections, you
My
ought
bad.
to
I
have.
booted myself out. Sorry.
My
man.
USC connects. I might bring up Caleb Williams, man. Interview 1 year before.
Where you want to go, bro? Let's just say Raiders.
I'm be like,
If
where
he
do you
says
want to go,
that,
man?
if he says that, I'll roll with you. I'll roll with you on that pick.
See, sorry to cut you off, guys. I think I accidentally booted myself off before. The thing I was
Nah,
trying to
you're
say with Campbell is he had like a 69.2% catch percentage. And he got 63 of 91, right? And he runs a 4.31. And he was healthy most of the season. He only missed one game. So,
And how many
like,
yards did he get?
623. He wasn't the number one guy. Plus, it was the Colts, so they were running the ball a lot with Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor didn't have a good season, bro.
Yeah, I know, but they were still running it a lot, even though he wasn't being that successful at it. But and he wasn't. And, they had you know, what's his name? That Michael Pittman Jr. or whatever at the Colts is their number one guy. I think that Pittman or whatever his name is. So Paris Campbell was like the second or third guy, like target wise, and he still managed to rack up 600 yards and catch pretty much almost everything that came his way, so to speak. Like at least 70% roughly of what came his way. So that's what I mean. He could be a cheap option, like an under the radar kind of option.
Well, this is the way I see it. Well,
As long as it's not Keisha Cole, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a Cole. They go re-sign him. That's a splash tomorrow morning.
Hell no.
I
I'll take
swear,
Cam-
Gravy,
I'll take
if
Cam-
that
I'll
comes
take
true,
Cam-
bro, I'm not even going live, bro. If that's gonna be,
I'll take Campbell
if that's
over
our
that
first
dude all
signing
day.
tomorrow, I'm done.
I wanted Campbell for like the last 2 years, just because I feel
I'd
like
rather take
he
the
ain't getting
dude-
utilized
I'll
at the
take
Colts.
dude that Ozzy's talking about instead of Keisha Cole.
Fact, bro. What the, bro? If I see
Another-
Keelan Cole anywhere near us, bro,
Another good thing with Campbell though is he's still really young. Like he's just finished his 4th year in the NFL, so
hit that like one time. I appreciate that.
it's just
Hit
coming
that.
off his rookie contract too.
The thing is, though, Ozzy, the way I see it, and the way I see NFL players is that if you've been in the league 4 years and your asking price is $2 million, you're gonna get a $2 million receiver. You know, you're gonna get a
I
$1
don't know. It
million
depends.
receiver.
Depends how you're utilized by your team, because he's only been on the one team, so he hasn't really played for anyone else yet.
Well, that's the other thing you kind of run into at the same time. It's the same thing with Foster Moreau. You know what I'm saying? He could have came and stayed for the low, but he knows, hey, I just finished my rookie contract. I'm trying to get my bag. So that's why he decided to move on. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And most players, when they get out of that rookie contract, that cheap labor, they want to try to get the biggest bag that they can.
Moreau got signed?
No, not yet. I don't think so.
He could come
Still
back.
on the
still,
market.
possibly.
On the market. He's testing free agency. Same thing with Luminor and.
To be honest, I'd rather just draft Cade Stover, but that's me.
He's gonna be there for a minute.
Either that or Cameron Latu from Alabama.
I'm trying to see if there's any other news before.
Or
I
if you wanna
think
late-
Foster actually might get snapped.
I think he will. And then
They're
another
comparing,
guy.
they're comparing Carr and Garoppolo on NFL Network.
Of course they are. They always love that shit. They eat that shit up. But
I ain't gonna lie. I swear, bro. I have a feeling that the same thing that happened last year is gonna happen again. Where I'm gonna do back-to-back lives, right? Lives today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and one of these lives, when I get off, some breaking blockbuster shit's gonna happen with the Raiders. Literally 30 minutes after I ended, bro. I swear to God, I already know, bro. That's what happened with Devontae Adams last year. I ended my live 10 minutes later. Devontae Adams signs, and I'm sitting here like, what the fuck, bro? I was just live.
another tight end to look at too in the draft is Zach Kuntz, but that's like a later round tight end.
Bro, something's brewing, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, there's just something, bro. I have a feeling again, bro.
It better be defensively because
Hey, it is.
Yeah.
That's what I have the feeling.
It better be
bro.
a Sheldon Rankins or David Onyata
There's
or
no way they
Dalton
use the
Thompson
full
or
11
somebody.
picks, bro. They're not going to use the full
Or
11
Deion
picks.
Jones or Devin Bush would be nice.
I think a trade's going to happen, bro.
We got
I
to get
think it's gonna
Levante
happen.
David. We got to have all eyes on Levante David.
I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on Levante because of his age.
I mean, he's 32.
It's
He
not that
ball.
old.
He's a baller, bro.
He's a
Oh, he
baller.
is. I don't doubt his numbers. He is.
You
definitely
put him
like
with the rookie to learn under him, bro. Yeah, you're fine. At that point, you're fine. Saints will probably
And
pick
we-
up Foster. Yeah, he'll probably go with Carr over there. To be honest. I get what you
I don't
just
know
said.
where the Saints getting all this money from. Right?
Yeah, they just,
Same
like
thing
they
with-
say, they
But
keep
they're
kicking
getting
the
all this
can
money.
down the road. as
Same
they
thing
say.
with Miami Dolphins. Since when did they have money?
Hey, you
And-
you know where
oh,
you know where it came from?
What's
It
his name?
actually came.
Cameron. That guy.
Oh, go ahead,
Go ahead.
Gravy.
No, go ahead.
You know
his
that
name.
money, that money that the Saints actually have, it came from DC's contract. They move money around so that they're able to get.
Oh, yeah, they
He-
did.
He did another. He did like he did for us. He got his money, but he made it work for them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And who's that? Defensive end they got? Cameron Jordan or something?
The one that they're trying to let go is Davenport.
No, he's playing. He's staying there. He has a big contract.
Yeah,
He
Cameron
plays for-
Jordan.
Yeah, he restructured his, and he got like 30
He did
something
restructure
million.
his too. Yeah.
Yeah, they got like I just seen it. I seen it a while back. They got like 30 something over the cap. But that just makes the Saints more deep, bro. They're more deep in the cap next year. They keep doing that. I don't know. That way of thinking. I think the way that these guys are thinking now is smart.
Yeah. It's getting more. How do I say it? Advanced is the word. If I'm.
We ain't
Just
reaching.
looking at OG.
We're
You
not
guys-
overpaying.
What do you guys? Sorry,
ahead.
what do you guys think of Shaq Mason? I just saw OG's comment.
One
there.
that just got released. I mean, he's all right. I mean, I wouldn't take him. I need what I want right now is young players that are good, not no mid to low tier. They could make an impact, maybe. That's like the face-ons of the world. Maybe they could do something, right? That's like the Jimmy Garoppolo, because it's still 50-50 in my. It's 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
I'm 50.
It all depends on the first snap. It's a clean slate for everybody. I always say this every year. It's a clean slate. Yes, they did it. They whatever they did previously. Now it's a clean slate. We're gonna see what he can do on the first snap. Besides that, also with a lot of these players, I feel like how do I say this? We need to get away from the same thing we did last year, where it was like, oh, these guys have talent. Maybe they could work with us, and then they don't work out. Then it's like, oh, they don't have talent. Like I don't like that whole.
Yeah,
Now they don't have a talent, but they did have talent before us. I want people that they have talent. We know they have talent. It ain't no maybes, and then boom, they could. There you go. You know, and that could stay healthy. healthy.
And they have contracts
Yep.
that
benefit.
that didn't benefit these guys like Corey Littleton and
Facts.
overpaid cat. He's probably still getting paid by the Raiders.
Yeah, they are actually.
You know what I mean?
Corey Luton, Nassib are still getting paid this year. That's why we should have had another like 20-something million in cap space this year. Otherwise,
that's why I like these contracts that Ziggler's making. There's a way out of every single one in some time later on, and that's how it's supposed to be. Because some of these players may look good and then come over here and do shit. At that point, you don't want to be stuck like how Mayock was and how Gruden was, where it was like you have no way out. Now you let go of them. Now you're still making the same mistake. Now you could let go of somebody and be like, hey, all right, hey, we're cool.
yeah, I agree. I agree in having a balance between like giving some guaranteed money, for, for players. I understand that side, but then also having, like you said, having it out after a year or so if they don't perform.
Hey, I need Mark Davis to keep that same energy that he's spending on them females, you know what I'm saying, and pay some of these cats. That's just how I feel about it. Like I understand, you know what I'm saying, the aces or whatever, but the way that they brought in the whole freaking Titanic load of players to upgrade their championship team, he needs to keep that same energy with the Raiders.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope so. And then I think excuse me. I think that if Poyer's not gone yet, I think we're in that.
I think so too.
because he should be gone. You know, he should have been gone before Bates.
Yeah.
And you want to say that Chicago has so much money that they're overpaying cats, bro. You can tell that they're overpaying cats. They're throwing boatloads of money at these players. A lot of them are old. A lot of them didn't really prosper like they were supposed to. And then that's what happens when you got a bunch of money you got to reach and you have a bad team. That's what you got to do. We're not doing that. So that's face on. Hey, maybe they see some good things in him. He did some all right things in games when he played with us. But
I got one question for you guys because this one I'm not sure about. Can Orlando play right tackle as well as left?
Orlando wants to play left.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's stuck on it.
Okay.
doesn't
Well,
want
that's
to.
unfortunate.
That's I wanted Jawan Taylor, but then I see what they did. They let go of somebody that's way older, and that's Orlando Brown that wanted more money, and they got practically the same price. I mean, the same price for Jawan Taylor, which another guy that's younger and practically a very good tackle.
And we have to also factor in that we're going to need another safety because with Graham's defense, he likes to run 3 safeties on the field at one time. So if you're factoring in that, you know what I'm saying, I'll give him respect, Marcus Epps, you know what I'm saying? You have Marcus Epps, and then you have Merrick, you know what I'm saying, and Palomau right now, you know what I'm saying, that are actually under contract or technically under contract. So you got to have another safety.
What about Adrian Amos?
Watch out, bro. You're going to bring back Teamer. You're going to bring back Teamer. You have to do that.
Well, they don't necessarily have to because you remember on the 53, they normally carry 4 safeties.
So if they don't bring back Teamer, I ain't watching Raider football no more. That's it. That's the final draw.
And that's
the water slides.
You know what I'm saying? That is a toss up. You know what I'm saying? Some people really believe in Teamer, and I think Teamer was okay, but you know what I'm saying, financial wise, it's cheaper to keep Merrick.
I rather drop one.
And either push him to the bench or put him out there.
Merrick is really, really getting like snippets at me of Abrams.
Yeah, I agree, and I think we got to draft a safety this year. To be honest, doesn't necessarily have to be high though. I'm talking like maybe 3rd, 4th.
Just not a missile.
And we might have
financial coverage guy.
And we might have to factor in that this is his first year in this system with Patrick Graham. You know what I'm saying? So he's technically a rookie. You know what I'm saying? When we drafted him, he came over from a system that he was familiar with. So it was a smoother transition. So I'm kind of going to give him, you know what I'm saying, that
benefit
last year kind of as a rookie year. But if he doesn't show anything, you know what I'm saying, during the offseason, during preseason or whatever, hey, let's see what we can get out of him. You know what I'm saying?
That's the word. Impact. That's what I need. Impact defensive players. We have not seen one.
Speaking of that in safety, what do you guys think of Adrian Amos from Green Bay? The safety.
Who?
Adrian Amos. Adrian Amos.
I think there's better ones out there.
Yeah, there is better.
I just meant if we decide to save more money on D tackle linebacker, and then we have to go a bit cheaper at safety.
I just don't know what they're gonna target next, bro. That's the main thing.
I really want a D tackle, to be honest. Like that's what I
want.
Or a middle linebacker, or a middle linebacker.
2 defensive tackles.
I'm just saying the next signing though, like particularly, like I want our first big like defensive splash play to be like either a really good DT or a decent DT or a freaking middle linebacker.
Shout out to Nutty Raider Nate. What's good? Eric, would you give Peters a shot on a cheap deal? You're talking about Marcus Peters. If it's a cheap deal, yes. If it's not, no. But we do need, like Terrence says, we need D tackles, bro. I think that in order to have a really good defense, you need a really good front 7, bro. And you need that front 7. You could get away with a decent secondary if you have a front 7 that could work out. That's what I put the Bucks. The Bucks is a perfect example of that little phrase I made, because the Bucks, believe it or not, their corners was practically nobody's in the beginning of the season. They even had a rookie safety that, you know, some people were like, okay, Winfield, but at the same time, they're like, oh, he's too short. They don't know how he's going to work out. And then boom, that front seven kept causing pressure, causing havoc, and they made that secondary look hella good. And yes, they got away with some holding penalties in the playoffs, which were BS. But at the end of the day, they looked really good because of that front seven. And I think a lot of the best secondaries. This is why the Niners have been so successful with corners, rookie corners that aren't big names, because
Terry.
the front seven is one of the most important things. So I think you need a really good front seven in order to work. I just hope that Chandler Jones truly, he's lucky that we can't restructure that contract. I heard a lot of deals that you can't restructure that shit. So hopefully he could live up to that 20 mil that he's gonna get, bro. And he
So
better come
So
up.
I just want to say something with what Terrence was saying. More, we need DTs.
Hit him left to the Broncos. Yeah, hit him left to the Broncos. I mean, I don't blame
He's
him.
right. He's right, bro.
Yeah, that's facts. If I was a quarterback, I seen Sean Payton on my left, and I seen Josh McDaniels to my right, I would go over there. And that's what Stidham did. That's exactly what Stidham did. I don't blame him. I hate him now because he's on the Broncos. He's still
Well,
gonna
I think they didn't show any effort or whatever for him to.
that he wanted to stay. Yeah, that too.
And I think the other thing to think about is
You
the
think
way
my
Russell
black
Wilson
people-
was playing last year. Still might have a chance to start.
They didn't get him a chance to start, Eric. I don't think they said we're going to give you backup money. We're going to bring in Garoppolo. He has to know the situation. We're going to bring in
I was
You
just
think
Garoppolo.
Stidham could take over Russell Wilson's job?
If he keeps playing shit like last year, who knows what could happen?
Dude, he didn't play very good last
Yeah, he
year,
did. He
bro.
played shit.
I'm just saying, like, anything's possible. If Russell Wilson has another shit season as a
But
coach, it might be like, fuck it, I'm going to chuck Stidham in there and see what happens.
Yeah, Hargrave went back to the Eagles, I believe.
That
It won't
would
happen
be
at the start of
hard.
the season. It won't be until like near the end of the season or something, or
Go ahead,
midway if it
Yeah.
came really shit.
That would be a hard shot. You know what I'm saying? To say that you're going to bench Russell Wilson.
It might light a fire under Russell Wilson's
Yeah.
ass, though.
The only way that they'll probably do that is if there was an injury. Just to be
Yeah.
honest with you, that's my opinion.
You're probably right, but I'm just saying because he played so shit last year. You
Yeah.
never know.
The dude ain't playing good. I'll sit his ass down, bro. And I know
But-
that coach would too.
Yeah,
But
that's
you,
why I think
but you,
Sean Payton's probably got the balls enough to do it.
It wasn't his guy. It wasn't his.
But-
He didn't make that trade.
but there's too much money on the books. That's the same. That's almost a similar situation that we're in with Chandler Jones. For those that don't really like Chandler Jones, like you're not going to sit Chandler Jones with all that money that's being forked out for him.
Hargrave is a niner.
Back.
Fuck me. That Sam Brand defense is just got better.
Yep.
Shit.
And I don't blame. Hey, I don't blame him. You telling me I can go to another defensive line team that's going to eat
Yeah, exactly.
and get
All right,
paid? Hey,
yeah, Hargrave's gonna get another 12 sacks or something.
make it easier on me.
Niners? That's fucking crazy. I didn't know that. I thought he resigned with the Eagles. Never fucking mind. I think this
Yeah.
regime is stingy. They don't pay players. And that's the thing. Sometimes you gotta pay some players. I think Jordan Poyer is a perfect example of that. I would have threw some money at maybe somebody like Hargrave. I would have threw some money at. I mean, I can't say Deron Payne because they gave him a hell of damn. They gave him a deal, man. They gave him like a 4-year, $100 million or some shit, bro. That's
That's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
You better prove it, bro. You got paid. You better get down.
Sanders, yeah.
They're expecting
think-
a lot from that guy.
It's a
I
fact.
think Dalvin Thomason is probably the best DT left.
David
I-
Thomason is available. Yes, Terrence.
Yeah. I think David Thomason is the one we've got to take now because I don't want Fletcher Cox too old.
Mhm. You're gonna start seeing a lot of offensive side of the ball go tomorrow. I think
Well,
a
we
lot of
got Billings coming back, right?
yeah, another year I think.
Yeah, so at
Really?
least that gives us one depth, and then we got probably also obviously Neil Farrell Jr. still sitting behind for depth.
Two
so,
young guys. And
Yeah,
then if we pick up somebody, then we gotta
that's
get
probably
another young guy, which
Yeah.
will probably be our 7th pick. If it is Carter, he gonna start right away, and he's gonna cause damage.
yeah. I agree.
That boy's gonna be damaged.
That's
And
why I
will
think
put-
we should just
I
get
will put
Sheldon
him right
Rankins and
next
be
to
done with
Chandler
it.
Jones.
What'd you say, Twan?
If we get Carter, I will put him right next to Chandler Jones because you have to factor in, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
the
you
math
have to.
on if you're not going to double, you know what I'm saying, if you have a good defensive tackle right next to him, and I think that's what was missing from Chandler Jones is that he didn't have that solid defensive tackle that, you know what I'm saying, that could get at it, you know what I'm saying, to free up, you know what I'm saying, Chandler Jones. So I think that's what we're really missing on that.
I don't care where he
would be the anchor for us.
I'm going to kind of agree with OG. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't care where he lines up as long as he pushes people back, gets double teamed to the quarterback. And then Crosby could get his money, and maybe Chandler Jones might get his worth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But what do we do with Farrell? What do we do with the Meek? You know?
And Meek, I think we should re-sign on the cheapest depth.
Yeah. Have those tough conversations, which they probably already had. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, we're going to give you $4 million. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, we're going to give you this $1 million. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? And I think what I heard from not Chandler, but Cleveland Farrell, it kind of seems like Cleveland wants to be here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much they threw at him, but I think he's really comfortable with being in Las Vegas.
If we can get him cheap, I don't mind. Like, he's still a good
Hashtag bring back Yannick.
I honestly want to put everybody on layaway for a minute and just try him out, then throw him out.
Yeah, that's what Seeger's going to do. I promise you. Like, he's going to try and re-sign certain players cheap that has some kind of production. Like, Clee's good against the run. If we can't get him cheap, then they're going to get shit canned. That's what
if he continues today, if he keeps being a cheap ass, it ain't going to lead nowhere, bro. You can't.
What I think he's going to do is we're going to sign like 2 or 3 big names, and then the rest are all going to be cheap.
And I think even with the Cleveland Farrell situation, I think both sides know, you know what I'm saying, who they really are as a player. Like, we drafted Cleveland Farrell as a bona fide starter, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be making top dollar. But we know now that that's not Cleveland Farrell for us. So, you know what I'm saying, the money that we do throw at him is going to be, you know what I'm saying, on the lower end. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to him if he wants to, you know, take it or, you know what I'm saying, go test the waters.
In saying that, what do you think is a good contract for like a decent run stopping kind of defensive end / outside linebacker? Stopping the run.
What does he make now? What does he make now?
It was making 9. So I ain't paying him 9.
Around there, 9, 10.
Yeah, 10, yeah.
And don't underestimate. Stopping the run is very, very.
That's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people want to hate on Cleve, but I always said he's a good edge defender. He's good at sealing the edge.
He just didn't do a 4th round pick would do.
Yeah, it's not a 4th rounder.
It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
So if he does what he's supposed to do well, and he got messed with his first 2-3 years, bro. He had to lose weight, gain weight.
Yeah, that fucked him up.
Play there. They didn't know what the hell to do with him. Now he's a solidified run stuffer. If you get paid decent, good money, you're a millionaire when you stop the run well. And then that's what he's good at.
Yeah.
And you need that. Every team needs a guy like that.
So anyway, say 6 to 8 would be a good deal, though.
Now you get less now.
Yeah. I got 4, 5. Actually, Andrew Billings is a free agent. We need to re-sign him. I'm gonna say this. I say you bring back Billings, you bring back Tillery, then you go look at Greg Gaines, you look at Derek Nottie, you take a look at Sheldon Rankins, Dalvin Tomlinson, and you look at Michael Brockers as one of the older folks on the team to give you a little bit of the veteran knowledge and a little bit more of the older side of it. That's somebody those are a couple people I would show interest in. Besides that, the other ones are young, 25. Nadi's 25. The other David Thomas is 28. So all guys are under 30. Those are the guys that I would take a look at. And then you go out there in the draft and you go get yourself a defensive tackle that is. And because you got to remember, you still have Matthew Butler and you still have Neil Farrell Jr. Still guys on their sophomore season now, on their second season. So those are guys that are also going to do good as well. And you still have Bilal Nichols in the contract.
I'm surprised Tomlinson's still out there, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's out there.
Probably
Malone
weighing
makes
his options. You know, some of
Malone
these
makes
players
us
like to weigh their
result.
options. Go ahead.
He's the one that's probably getting lowballed out of all these guys.
That's what it is.
He's like, oh no, we can't give you what you know. Not saying that he's like, you know, the other tackles out there, but you know, now we're not even gonna get close to that. And he's going to say, what? My stats are the same way, but they're probably getting lowballed.
Yeah, looking
That's
at
why
our current
gotta
cap
get out
list,
there
he's
and
still got
sign quick.
27. Sorry, go ahead.
There's plenty of money. There's plenty of money right there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking though. It depends on like who we sign next. Like if we sign someone like say Lamonte David, they're gonna want a bit of money. So we'll wait and see.
Lavonte Davis,
He's
David
gonna
ain't
want,
even
like,
that much.
15 or something. Yeah, he's
Nah.
probably gonna want 15 or something.
He
Let
can
me
want
check.
all
Let me
he
check.
can want all he wants, but he ain't gonna get that.
I'll check because I know he's probably like the highest priced middle linebacker out
I
there, if
think
not
he's
one of the
like
highest.
eight, something like that.
No, I think he's a bit more than that, but I'll have a look just to be sure.
Hey, SC, do you have Gonzalez over Witherspoon?
Yes.
No way.
I
No
have
way.
Gonzalez as my number one corner, bro.
Okay.
I said this before. For me, I like Gonzalez, bro.
Not 9.7.
He's got all the traits that I need in a
9.7.
corner 6'2" guy with the wingspan, with the ability of ball hawk. I mean, that's everything I want in a corner, and I think he works perfectly. Patrick Witherspoon's still top 5 for me though. He's still up there. There's a lot of good corners in this draft.
Gonzalez sounds a lot like Trayvon Mullen to me.
Oh hell no!
Here we go. Here we go. I was waiting
Don't
on
even
it.
say that. No.
I was waiting on
Don't
it.
get this.
Same
Don't get me
body.
started. Oh,
Same
my.
body, same speed, same long arms, same cover skills. But forget my guy because he got turf toe. What if Gonzalez gets turf toe? What are you gonna tell me now?
If he gets turf toe, I'm gonna do this.
What do you guys think of Anthony Walker for inside linebacker?
The one from Cleveland?
Yeah, I'm just
He's
thinking of a
alright.
cheaper option.
Good depth.
Yeah, because he's like 5
I would
or
still bring back
4.4
Denzel
million
Perriman over him, to be
compared
honest.
to 9. If they want to go the cheaper route.
I'll still go Denzel Perriman. Ziggler, if you're listening to me, Josh McDaniels, Champ Kelly, stop going cheap, bro. They ain't gonna win you games, bro. I promise you, bro. Playing cheap ain't, bro. It ain't gonna get you nowhere, bro. Look at Miami. They don't give a shit right now. Miami's throwing the bag at everybody, and they have
And they don't even got no money. They're just
I don't know what they're doing. They're either under the table or some shit, bro. Cause they got Ramsey. They ended up going out in this free agency and going on a rampage after linebacker. But bro, I don't know what the fuck going on over there.
What about Eric Kendricks?
I like Eric Kendricks. I always like Eric Kendricks. But he's a little bit on the older side.
Yeah, he's 2 years younger than Lavonte. Lavonte's like 33. He's 31.
Didn't Kendrick have some off the field stuff going on?
that was his brother.
Yeah, it was his brother. Yeah.
I was like, that last name sounds familiar.
They're from here. They're from Fresno.
Got it.
Okay, there's the bias in Gravy. Gravy knows everything Fresno.
But I didn't say I like them.
Hey, Gravy's the Fresno insider. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody that came from my town, I know where they're at.
Hey, you think Jake Hayner is gonna be the next Derek Carr? DC4? Jake Hayner, the quarterback from Fresno, going into the draft?
The next Derek Carr? Who would want to be that?
Kendrick's probably about 5 million.
Sometimes I
Judging by his
can't.
last contract.
He said who wants to be that. That's crazy.
I got to agree with Gravy on that one. Who wants to be that? Never mind. Shit.
I know
9 years and nothing.
when I first met
Sorry,
you,
I'm
bro,
kind of. I gotta admit, I'm kind of like Ben when it comes to a car. I used to be a big supporter of car, but fuck that motherfucker.
when I first met you, Eric, I was on a car. You know, I held my tongue basically for 2 years, bro, about the dude, and I seen it, and then, you know, there's times where he would look good, and then there's times where he looked very bad, and
facts, yeah.
When I seen him at Fresno State, it was rah, let's go, college ball. And he was him and his brother actually David was better than Derek.
Yeah,
in my eyes.
he was.
But
He was.
but when I expected more from him because I seen him more, and
Yeah.
he just went.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Shot the bed. That's what I said.
all the when you started focusing on the stuff that he was supposed to do, like third down efficiency, red zone, it became years and years of the same shit. And once you do that, man, it's just what he is. And you can make the excuse, oh, he didn't have a defense or he didn't have this. Okay, I understand that. But the play, individually play
Yeah, thank you.
that he would do, in situations to where, well, he can't check out of he can't audible. Okay. Well, he did have the thing of he could audible. McDaniels took that away from him because he kept
Because he
fucking
fucked
up.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then
Free
when
orientation in round one.
you think McDaniels calls plays, go ahead and throw it to a swing 3 yards behind the first down so we won't get a first down. You think McDaniels is calling that shit? No, it's Derek Carr rushing the ball, trying to get it out of his hands, and not looking the whole field. And I know this offense is totally different than what he's used to. He's in a perfect offense now, so he's going to play better. He's going to play better than he did with the Raiders this season. And I'm not. If you didn't do nothing for me in 9 years as a Raider, why in the hell am I gonna say rah rah for you being a fucking Saint? That bullshit.
Yeah,
You
fuck,
gone.
yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that.
you gone, bro.
I don't know if you guys saw because I came across it when I was looking at Raider shit this morning, but you could even hear it. I just watched it because I was just interested to see how the fuck he sounded. But he did like a Saints interview or whatever. And it's just the same bullshit that he's speaking here for years. I can see it now. It kind of gets like when you listen to a used card salesman to me. Like that's how it gets for me. To be honest.
But to answer your question, Eric, about Hayner, he's on the light side. He's a little dude, and he's tough, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Though he's a tough son.
He is. He is.
And I see maybe UDFA, maybe 6 at the best,
Yeah.
6 round. He has a lot to develop, but
Yeah.
he got groomed under a good mind though. Jeff Tedford's a really good offensive coach, offensive coordinator. So he has the football knowledge in him. And then he was with Mariucci on there on the board, and I watched him. He gets that shit.
Okay.
But see, Mariucci's West Coast,
He is.
so the West Coast offense will make any quarterback look good because you throw short and let your fast ass receivers take off running.
Facts.
But with this offense, the way they do angles and everything's a concept. The receiver's supposed to go there, and you throw it right there. They don't have the option. That's why Renfro didn't really have a good season because Renfro, he optimizes his routes with his little jitter steps and his little ballerina moves and all that. You can't do that with McDaniel's offense. It takes time. It's a timing thing. But I hope Renfro has a good season. He should. I think being hurt, and then Garoppolo will asset from that.
Mm-hmm.
Renfro is go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna say Renfro is definitely the Bob Ross of this offense.
Yeah. If he wouldn't have got hurt, I think he would have had a better season.
I feel you. That's freaking. Overall, I just think that I still can't, especially with this Jimmy Garoppolo signing. It gets me more confused on what direction we're truly doing, because you see the moves being made, you see the different the people they got rid of, the people they stayed, the things that prospered in the second half of the season. And it kind of shows me I'm really 50-50 on what they're trying to accomplish, right? You may look at some of these pieces being like, maybe they're doing it for the long run. And another side is saying that they're doing it for the long run, but at the same time, win now at the same time. And then others is just win now. For me, I just can't pick one, bro. I'm literally in between all three of those things just because of they're very hard. They're like very hard to crack. And I think that's a good thing and a bad thing. A good thing because it's not like Gruden where he blabbered everything, all his plans, and some of his plans got taken over because other teams knew what he was doing, and that they're more silent. And I like that they're silent. But then that gives me less content because I don't know what the fuck they're doing. So
You get frustrated if you do what you do. Yeah.
yeah, so overall, I just hope that it's win now while building for the future because you could do that. That's exactly what teams like Detroit is doing. Teams like the Jets are doing is that they're building with young talent at the same time, year in and year out, getting veteran here, getting a veteran there. Win now, and I think the Jets with that Aaron Rodgers trade most likely happening, it looks like they automatically said, "Hey, we almost made the playoffs last season. We're looking good. We got a lot of young talent. Win now, go get a quarterback." And that's exactly what I'm doing.
To piggyback off what you're saying, I think the reason they're saying Garoppolo to like a 3-year deal and not a 2-year deal is I don't think we're drafting our guy this year. Because normally, like, okay, if we were to draft, say we were to draft CJ Stroud this year, you could probably have Garoppolo for 2 years. 1 year, the kid sits behind, the next year he starts, right? So the reason we signed him for 3 years is we're probably going to look more for a franchise quarterback, possibly in the 2024 draft.
If we would have got CJ Stroud, I think that he should have started. And then number 7, if you pick him number 7, if we get CJ Stroud number 7,
I don't think so. I mean, Mahomes was a first rounder. He's out for 1 year, so
he should start. That's the
CJ
thing
Stroud.
now.
Yeah.
You don't
I
sit
kinda-
around.
I
and
don't
wait.
know. I kind of feel like that's partly what Derek's problem was,
Nah.
was throwing him in the fire.
Nah.
I think Jimmy G would be the front runner just because of the veteran. But I
Yeah,
think CJ
exactly.
Stroud will compete with him, and I think
Oh,
CJ
yeah,
Stroud,
I
if he
don't
plays his
disagree.
cards right, he could easily take over that starting position.
Oh,
But
athletically, in the way football is
Yeah, yeah,
now, CJ
he's
Stroud would.
gifted. Yeah.
I'm
Ball.
not disagreeing about that. I'm just saying for the kid's confidence and the complex offense that McDaniels has, it's probably better for him to sit 1 year, learn behind someone, rather than just throwing him in the fire. That's all I
Right.
meant. Yeah.
I see.
Come on, bro. He's sitting behind Garoppolo. Come
Yeah,
on.
but he knows assist. Yeah, I'm not saying it can't be better than Garoppolo, but what I'm saying is it's normally to me the right procedure is what the Chiefs did. You know, Mahomes sat for 1 year behind Alex Smith kind of thing.
Well, because he was hurt. He hurt his knee, so he couldn't go out there for one. But when he did, he never lost his job again.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. But overall, I think that today was better than last year. I mean, last year we were sitting for 6 hours on a live talking about
DP.
Darius Phillips, DP. So it was better with Jimmy Garoppolo, right? If you guys missed it, or if you guys missed anything around the league, as you can see from the bottom of your screen, there's every recent transaction. Jesse Bates, 4 years, 64 million over there, heading to the Falcons. The Falcons are trying to get better. They just got one of the best safeties in the game. Besides that, Jamal Dean gone. Sam Darnold gone, which I don't really care, even though he's a USC guy. Jawan Taylor, one of my favorite tackles, ended up practically plug and play where Orlando Brown got let go of. A 4-year, $80 million deal for Jawan Taylor is crazy for me. $60 million guaranteed with the Kansas City Chiefs. And then the Raiders, of course, Jimmy Garoppolo. They have found their quarterback most likely. Besides that, Brandon Faison is a Raider. And also, Epps is also a Raider, the safety from the Eagles that played the most snaps for them. So, automatically, I think it's a good enough first day. It looks like they wanted their quarterback out the way. Now it's full-blown depth, and then it's full-blown, hopefully, some very, very good talent comes in for the Raiders.
That Epps move is
It's sneaky.
on the low, pretty good to me.
Yeah, it's very sneaky. Very sneaky.
So
Yeah, I think he can be solid.
He can. He played the most snaps for the Eagles last year, and they made the Super Bowl. So, and the guy overall had 6 pass deflections, a forced fumble, 94 tackles, I believe. So
Yeah,
he did his
77
thing
tackles,
back in the
so-
safety. Yes, he was a little bit overshadowed by Gardner Johnson, but even then, the guy played his part. So he's a good depth piece for us. And people keep forgetting about my guy, my USC guy, the freaking Troy Polamalu. That boy was looking good in the box towards the end. I'm telling y'all, that guy, if he reaches his potential where I knew he can at that box safety position. Having a guy that is built 6'5" at a safety position playing the box safety role, I think is really good for us. And I think him with the right coaching, with the right veterans, hopefully that gets brought in. They could even elevate him more, and then we don't even have to worry about getting another box safety or some shit, Jabril Peppers.
Why'd they get Epps then?
I think Epps played a lot of two high. He played a lot of two in the backfield with Gardner Johnson for the Eagles. So I think he's gonna play more. You know whose spot he might take? He might take where Teamer was. How Teamer was versatile. I think he might, but it just depends how they use him. I don't know how they're gonna use him. The way the Eagles used them is they had Gardner Johnson on one side and they had Epps on the other side, and that's
They
it.
played two deep safeties. They played two deep.
Yep. So that's exactly how they use them. Now I want to question: is there going to be a little bit of a competition between him and Merrick? More of a competition of him and Palomau? More of a competition of whoever comes next? It's going to be interesting. That defensive back room, especially when we bring in more players, is going to be interesting.
Didn't we re-sign Harmon as well?
That's another thing too. I forgot about that. Harmon's going to bring something too. So there's a lot of. We'll see what happens.
Maybe Harmon's going to play more of a backup role now.
The safety's all right. We can. It's not a big name, but I think that Epps is going to be
solid.
Pretty
Yeah.
with Palomau. You know, you got to let your Lund dudes. He played a lot at the end of the season. Palomau did, and then he's good on special teams. So you need those guys, but
you do.
I don't see Palomau just a special team guy like a Hollins is. I see Palomau playing safety.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched him a lot because of you, Eric. Try to prove you wrong, but I couldn't find an excuse that he's just a young guy, But and that's a good thing. He wasn't making a bunch of mistakes. He's just a young guy that really didn't. That's a tough defense to learn because there's multiple.
Yeah,
so,
listen back.
No other signings, Jack Hanna. Fucking Brandon Faison. We bring Brandon Faison back. The corner we got in the middle of the season when Gus Bradley was here. Gus Bradley guy. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they use him. It's just depth, to be honest. I still think they're gonna go out there get their starting corners. I think they're still gonna go out to get their starting linebackers because, like I said, you need a very good linebacker and you need a very good defensive tackle to make a Patrick Graham system work perfectly. So you watch out for those two positions, man. I think big names are gonna come, and if they don't, I'm gonna be very, 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 I would say, disappointed, bro, because I'm tired of bringing in mediocre players and hoping that they'll do good. I need people that have talent, that could bring talent. I'm not saying go out there and waste $30 million on a corner, but I am saying bring in somebody that we know for sure has talent and will make an impact. Impact players, like somebody said earlier. Impact.
Just a question for you guys. Would you guys be willing to re-sign Rookison for $10.8 million? Just asking.
Cheaper than that. If we could get him cheaper.
The only reason I'm saying that is because I was just checking his market value on Spot Track, and that's what it says, 10.8.
Not for a number 2.
Yeah.
If Graham somehow or another can get that defense to where they can play man, then
that's what I'm thinking. If they're gonna go man,
Ruckusin would be worth it. But because Ruckuson's a very, very good man covered corner. He's good.
There goes that boy Kendrick.
We have to get
going
David
to the
now.
Chargers. He's going to the Chargers. Arrival. Eric Kendricks is joining the Chargers.
God damn, they just got better.
Good, that's good.
That was one of their weak points is stopping the run. So
that's good. Jacobs can run his ass over like every other running back does.
Facts, huh? Hey, he is a UCLA guy, so it only makes sense. He's a UCLA. I think he's a UCLA guy, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that Anthony Barr?
Isn't Kendricks a run stopper though?
Or is UCLA?
They're both right.
UCLA. One went to Cal. One brother went to Cal, and the other one went to.
Oh
UCLA.
yeah, Eric Kendricks went to UCLA. Yeah, right. Eric. Yeah, so there you go. He's going with the LA Chargers. You went to UCLA. There's the little connection.
See, so that Tranquil, did Tranquil sign anywhere?
Let me see.
There's your linebacker right there.
Drew Tranquil, I like him a lot. Doesn't look like it.
They got Kendricks.
They might be moving us for some players because they do have to try to arrange that cap space.
Don't they still have Patrick Queen over there?
No, Patrick Queen's with the Ravens.
Oh
Patrick
yeah,
Queen-
yeah, yeah.
Patrick Queen, that's a monster right there. That's what I wanted to get.
That boy
Fact.
from LSU, man.
That's another player that I hate that we missed on. Kenneth Murray. Fuck.
I mean,
In the
yeah,
draft.
Kenneth Murray. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, yeah, but I'm just saying that's another player we could have drafted over other fucking guys that we drafted.
Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any other news before I let everybody have their closing statement. I swear something's gonna happen once I get home.
Yeah, I agree with Omar. Stop fucking around and go get David. Devontae David.
Fact, bro. They need to go get talent, bro. That it could impact. Is Jayon Brown
We need a
still with
middle
us? No,
linebacker.
Jayon Brown, I believe, is a free agent. We probably will be fighting the Broncos for the 4th division. Nah,
Nah, it won't be that bad.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad. But I do think
we
that they
sweat
did
the
make the right move.
Broncos for like how long now? There's no way we're less than third, no matter what.
I hope. We'll see. We'll see though. We still got this is day 1 tampering. Day 1, day 2 tomorrow. Which more things happen usually day 2, and then day 3. A lot of things happen day 3, and then day 4, and then day 5. Then it's draft season. It's draft.
Well, see,
At that point, what?
These dudes want to get paid, Eric, and they want to get paid fast.
Yeah.
So they
And that's what I'm saying. Like, in order to get talent, you got to put the money. And that's what I'm saying with like Ziegler. I get it, the method of the Patriots, but that was in the 2000s. They ain't like that no more. You gotta.
Let's just go pay
spend to
Devontae
get-
David $10 million now and get it done. Like fuck.
Yeah, I'm not saying go out there in every position, go out there and spend 20 million, but I am saying key players here and there. You know, you got your Max Crosby key player. Now bring in a linebacker. Bring in the 2 most important positions on that defense that matter in the Patrick Graham system. Same thing with the offense, right? The most important things is your offensive line, your run game, which the run game solidified. Josh Jacobs is back. The offensive line solidified that, and all you really need is playmakers, which you got that already technically if they stay healthy. Waller, Renfro, and then Adams. We all know what Adams could do. So at that point, all you really need to do is just touch up those little positions, and you'll be fine. From there, you could fill in all the gaps with a bunch of depth and decent players, and I promise you, it's still gonna work. That's how teams get it done.
Yeah, my
Lumino's
opinion-
free agent, right?
Yeah, they let them test the market. They practically said, "Fuck you." And go
My opinion is go get David now for like 10 million. Go get fucking Rankins DT for 7 million. That's 17. Leaves us with 10 million to fill whatever other holes.
I would go out there and get my boy Naughty or get
You
that boy.
You still got to factor in $7 million for the rookies too.
Yeah. I
But
read
don't,
something.
but
It's like
don't. I think they've already accounted for that, haven't they? Or they haven't.
It's like
that's
5
already
million in it.
it's already taken out. That's already taken out, bro.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
pretty sure
think
they
we're
already
gonna
take
use
that
all-
out when they talk about cap space.
I
I
don't
think they
think we're
take
gonna
that
use all
out.
the draft picks. I'm telling you right now, we're moving up in the draft, bro, with some of those picks.
Oh yeah, I agree. I won't
I-
be
I-
surprised if we move up into this. We move up in the first round. Oh no,
He
maybe
said-
not the first, second round. Sorry.
He said all these teams making moves and we bringing in face on. Come on, man. Eric, no one's coming. Well, we show to get players respect for them to come here. Defensive end Marcus Davenport is a free agent. What do y'all think about it? Marcus Davenport is somebody that I valued a lot a couple years back. Not anymore, but hey, I mean, if you go get him,
I don't think so because we can't really
build the
spend that
trenches.
much
That's
on
a fact.
edge.
Build the trenches.
There we go, getting guys on the decline.
That's what I'm saying. I want people that are on the uprising, and that's usually the 24, 25-year-olds. Those are the most important ones. I don't think Faison starts. Yes, Faison was trash. Yeah, and I think he's going to be a backup regardless. And I still put Tyler Hall and Amik Robertson over Faison either way.
Yeah, I think
Besides
Faison's
that,
just a depth
I
move.
mean, I'm going to let everybody give me their closing statements about what happened today, their summarization, and a player they would love to see the Raiders sign tomorrow. We're going to start with Twan below me. Twan, let them know where to find you, and then just overall thoughts about today, and then finally a player you would love to see in the silver and black tomorrow.
Hey, everything you need is right on the screen. Raider Twan on YouTube, and then Twan at IG. You know what I'm saying? If you don't subscribe to Raider Twan, you playing with yourself. Today was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because we still don't know which direction this team is going. I'm glad that they identified who they wanted at quarterback, because I think over time that market for us was going to dry up. I don't think we were going to be able to get a quarterback that was going to start for us week 1 in the draft. So am I thrilled that it's Jimmy G? Not really, but is better than nothing. And I'll say it like that. So Ziegler still has a whole lot of work to do. because of the defensive pieces that we do have, that we did, get today. It really doesn't push much of the needle for me. So, Ziegler, get on your job, bud.
For sure, for sure. Uh, Ozzy, let him know. Let him know.
Yeah, you can find me just like Tuan said on the screen there, Port Adelaide Raider, from doing RPA broadcasts on YouTube, also Port Adelaide Raider on IG. And yeah, as for today, like pretty much what Tuan said, man. I mean, I'm 50-50 like yourself on Jimmy G. I have to wait and see how the season goes before I can really judge whether it was good or bad signing. I mean, the money is good, so hopefully it pans out. As for a player that I wanted signed, everyone fucking Levante David or fucking Sheldon Rankins to be the next signing on. Honestly, like I feel like the two biggest needs in free agency right now is D tackle and middle linebacker. I think we need to solidify those two spots and then go from there.
Fucking rankings.
Okay. And then gravy. Let us know.
I'm 60-40 on the Garoppolo being 60 as all right. I think he won't make the mistakes that we had last year, and that's pretty important to me. And I would like to see a defensive tackle pick, and then work in the draft with linebackers, and then free agency and the secondary. One solid safety, one solid corner, and then bring the young guys in the draft. But don't be surprised if there's some offensive linemen, offensive guards, or tackles inside the draft either. Don't get frustrated because we need to protect this guy because he does have a problem getting hurt.
Stick glass.
So that's what they're calling him.
Yeah. I feel you. And for me, overall, like I said, I think it was a decent day. As much as you see it, we gotta hope for the best, and hopefully Jimmy Garoppolo could change. Maybe he needed another clean slate. I don't know. Who knows? Hopefully, he brings us wins, and no matter. I said this when Carr was the quarterback, and when other people are the quarterback, and I'm gonna say it constantly. Whoever's under center, I'm gonna support, and hopefully, if they succeed, we succeed. If the coach succeeds, we succeed. And as much as I don't have the biggest faith in neither of them, I do have enough faith to say that moving forward, I believe that they could get it done if they reach that potential that I know this team could do overall. There's a lot of holes to be filled. They will be filled in the next coming days. I just want to know what players we're gonna bring in, and hopefully they're not like the Jayon Browns of the world, and we keep bringing this fucking Brandon Faisons of the world. I want big name players that could bring an impact instantly, not bring an impact eventually, and that all has to do with players like re-signing Rock Ya-Sin, right? Number one, get Derek Noddy or get Sheldon Rankins, get the Devin Thomas and build up these trenches. And besides that, Jordan Poyer, I would love if I see Jordan Poyer in the silver and black. I just think Jordan Poyer. I mean, I think the silver and black fits the guy, but I mean, it fits anybody. So hopefully, we could get some names that could really bring an impact to this team because that's what this team needs. This team needs leaders. They need people that are going to come here and win, and they need people here that could make an immediate impact on day one. And hopefully, Champ Kelly, Dave Ziegler, whether you're listening to any of us, any Raider content creator out there, please listen to one thing and one thing only. It ain't like it was back then. You gotta put some money in order to get some talent. It ain't no you could budget here and budget there and think it's gonna work. You seen it last year firsthand. When you budget, it don't always work. So go out there, build a team. You need to build a team around Jimmy Garoppolo. He's one of those quarterbacks that needs a team around him. And in order to do that, is you got to execute what you got. Those 11 draft picks. Not only that, those the cap space you still got. So besides that, I would love to see Jordan Poyer, a really good linebacker tomorrow. Anything to do with the defensive side of the ball, especially with the trenches. But yeah,
Yep.
besides that, you can find me here. That's the experience. You feel me? We're back on daily stream this whole week. Well, not fully the whole week, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 5 days. So tomorrow I'll be back. I don't know what time. But it's gonna be similar to how it was today, where there's gonna be a content creator practically every hour. I'm pretty sure after me, I believe Dirty or I don't know. I don't know. I heard
Somebody.
somebody's gonna go live. So go support whoever's live. I don't know who. If somebody got something, and put it in the chat. But besides that, shout out to SVT Vasquez, man. I appreciate everybody that stayed here. We had 50 strong throughout the whole live, 60 at one point. So I appreciate you guys. I'm back. So let's do this, man. Just win, baby. Let's bring back the commitment to excellence, what Al Davis built and what we were always built upon. Let's finally win. Let's get players that want to win, and let's get players with that demeanor. Besides that, thank you to my panel, everybody that came out, Dirty Low, Gravy, Twan, Ozzy. Of course, you guys are always invited throughout this whole week, man. All free agency frenzy, you feel me? Besides that, also Earn, and shout out to everybody that supports me and supports the people around me. And yes, make the Raiders great again. You already know what it is, man. Much love, Raider Nation. Until next time, y'all. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We got to make Earn change his mind a little bit.
I
bro.
know, right? But this was the SC Experience, aka boy Eric, man, and my panel, and we want to wish you have a good night. Stay blessed. Stay out of trouble. Remember, tough times never last, but tough people do, and you guys are also tough people, man. Remember to keep it positive when nobody's looking. And on that note, y'all, we are